And here we are. Welcome back, everybody, to URL Ultimate Rocket League. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another finals match. This time not All-Star, but Ultimate. With me in the booth this evening, Mr. Zodic. How we doing, sir?
We're good, man. We're good. I've been waiting since the last game. I've been waiting for this. I'm very excited.
I was gonna say you're Minutemen OG fan number one, like biggest fan there is. There's nobody bigger. Super fan, head of the fan club. You know, you sell the merch. You got boxes of it in your base. I know exactly what you're up to. But you're here to support. You're here to see if the Minutemen can finish the season.
I think they can. I told them from the beginning when I built the roster. I told them like if they can figure their stuff out, they're gonna win the whole thing. And you know, they've been flying through the season. Like I think I could be wrong, but the only loss that they had was the first game of the season, right?
Right. And to be honest with you, I think that actually comes against the Angels. I think that was like my team, and the Angels didn't even qualify. So you know, it comes down to, you know, they beat everybody else they played. They looked great.
No, so I remember we beat the Angels. It was the Pirates. We played at like 1 in the morning or something, 2 in the morning. Yeah. But they were a good team back then, man. Seeing them play the last stream that we casted was a very enjoyable game.
No, it was good. It was enjoyable. It was high offense, high octane. Unfortunately, the Pirates couldn't pull it out. We've heard a lot about this Rays team since last week, though. We've heard that they've been putting in the time, that J.K. Frost has really been, you know, connecting with the guys. I mean, we saw, I don't actually know that you were with us, but, you know, we saw last week that the Rays ended up, like, just winning and ridiculous plays, too. They played together, they played well, they played, you know, they gave each other space. But the point is that they didn't feel good going into that game. The fact that they were able to actually, you know, do what they needed to in order to get, you know, to where they are now, to the finals, and they're only now working together to do it is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Rays. I remember seeing them, like I mentioned last time in the tournament, the Ultimate Tournament, but like I heard they're a great team and I'm very excited. I hope it's we spoke about it last time about how we wanted to see like a high octane, two-sided, you know, both teams fighting for the win, of course. And I think it was, what was the end score? I think it was 4-2,
something like that. 4-1 Pirates and Minutemen, right?
Yeah, and I
Something
definitely want to
close.
see a nice seven game win. I almost said 7-goal game. We would like to see that too, though.
Little game 7 action, absolutely. A couple overtimes might be nice as well, but it's not the Minutemen who start off here. It is Mars from the Rays getting goal number 1 here. Off into the action, a beautiful read right here, puts it under XC and over Kosh, and there's just nothing you can do about that. That's a great shot.
That was a very beautiful shot and a great pass from J.K. Frost sending it upfield to his teammate. That was a good first goal. If you do remember, though, the Minutemen take a little bit to get going, but once they get going, they show up.
You're absolutely right. You know, sometimes it does take that, you know, second or two to adjust to how the other team plays, to figure out how they want to, you know, move forward, you know, with everything. So you're absolutely right. It's going to take them a minute. And plus, you know, sometimes you got to play from behind. Sometimes you're just that back half team that we know the Minutemen are. So it'll be exciting to see kind of how they have to, you know, really work in order to beat this Rays team, you know, if they need to even do that.
Yeah, I remember the Minutemen did a lot of adapting playing against the Pirates. And, you know, looking at this Rays team already, you know, 1 goal in 20 seconds into the first game. I mean, they might have to do quite a bit of adapting, but I think when they figure it out, I think we'll start to see a lot more team plays and backboard passes and all the good stuff we see with the Minutemen normally.
I think that's another.
I love you, bro.
Oh, Henny, I love you too, bro. How you doing today?
Dude, I'm doing great, bro. I did a 6 to 7 hour stream selling today, bro. I made a lot. When I say a lot of money, I made so much money today.
Bro,
it was
let's go.
The best stream I've ever had, bro.
It
was crazy. And then, you know, we just took a dub. Today. So, you know, everything's just flowing. It was rough. It was rough. You know, it was the first time we've actually played together, so it was rough, but we made it happen.
There you go.
We took it out. So now we're 1-1. It's all right.
1-1 on the 2 season, though, correct?
Yep, on the 2s, man.
On the 2s. Listen, we're not over at the 2s just yet. We're here at the 3s right now. Say hello to everybody. You are live. I do have a question for you though, because I know you'll have an answer. What do you got in this series right here? Are you the Minutemen or are you the Rays? And do you need a roster? You need a roster assortment.
Rays are which one is this? This is Ultimate All-Star.
So this is Ultimate. Ultimate Rays. This is the J.K. Frost team. I don't know if you saw that last time.
Yes. Give
Yeah,
me
okay.
the rundown again one more time.
So this is Riok, this is Mars, and this is JK Frost playing up against Exy, Kosh, and iMixer. And Exy makes a crazy save. He doesn't want to hear you say anything but his name. But what do you got for us?
What is this first game? Are we first game?
This
in?
is my fault. This is first game in. The Rays are up 1-0 in game 1. There's really no score yet. There's half a game left to be played. I mean, this is, you know, as good as time as any to make a prediction too.
Dude, I think this is a great game. JK, you know, I love watching JK, but honestly, I think Rays, bro. I think I'm going with the Rays on this one.
The Minutemen of the other team.
Yep. I think I'm going with the Rays on this one.
It's good to see some diversity, I guess, because I'm a Minutemen supporter all the way, and I think Nolan, I think you may still be on that side.
It's tough. It's tough to see a Minutemen. It's tough to even think that a Minutemen team who's been doing the things that they've been doing could lose a game. But again, you know, to JK Frost, it's possible. To Riok, who's been playing out of his mind, you know, great player. You know, JK Frost gonna come down here and sees the shot, not able to find it. It's gonna sit right in this net here. Nobody able to follow it up. JK Frost gonna get credited for another one, and this is unfortunately another goal that goes by the wayside for the Rays, or not for the Rays. I
think JK Frost just saved his teammate's shot. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure he accidentally did. And I tell you what, the Rays have the Minutemen on the back half here. They are being outclassed on offense, and I definitely want to see a little bit more pressure from the Minutemen. Oh, what a goal from Exy.
Talk about disgusting. Exy is here for you if you want to see something gross. And my goodness, what a touch. Sporting the team secret decal. I personally love that one. He looks great. I think, you know, that's the breakout you need. You know, you got a minute left. You got to put something up on the board. Exy's going to get you that shot every time.
That was a very nice pre-flip from Exy. And
tying it up with a minute left.
Yeah, 1-1 now.
Minute left.
Go to Rays. They got me, bro. They got me out there rooting for them.
Well, it's good to see. It's definitely good to see. Minutemen again on their back half here. Nick's trying to clear it up. Exy, this could be a good play. Nick's passing it to Exy. Oh, he could have the double.
Exy usually has that shot. We've seen the Minutemen hit that shot over and over and over again. But the part that's pulling me right now about this Minutemen squad is how fast they're playing. Typically, they're a way faster team than this. Right now, the Rays are holding the speed of the ball hostage. They're holding possession. I mean, they're really just making sure that this is their game. They don't want to let the Minutemen step up and take control here, or else you'll see that increase in speed. You'll see that increase in play, and it doesn't go your way. I'll tell you that much.
You know, it's something to consider, though. Like, you just... Oh, my goodness.
My.
Oh, my God. I had to stop talking. That was almost a disgusting goal. But something to keep in mind is... It's exactly what you said. Like, the Minutemen are a lot more passive right now, and the Rays are putting it all on the table, right? They're showing exactly how fast they can be. But you don't want to wear yourself out, right? It's a 1-1 like tie game with overtime, and the Rays seem to be giving it all. Right? They seem to be pushing it. So, you know, maybe we just need a little bit more aggression from the Minutemen to get this first game W.
The Minutemen right now have only one person in position. We are now looking at a single solo play coming up from the Minutemen as being their, you know, their opportunity on offense here, and that's just not how you want to play this game. The Rays are passing, they're spreading the ball around. The Minutemen aren't. They look like they're, you know, waiting for the Rays to back off a little bit, and I'll tell you right now, it's just not gonna happen. Mars finds the goal in overtime. Rays take game 1. And this is beautiful work right here too. Unfortunately, it does come off the heels of a Minutemen complete mix-up, but Riok ends up getting that pass. Mars able to slot the goal, and that's game 1 in the books.
Yeah,
boys,
good.
I'm
good
going to tell you guys.
Are you on?
I'm going to get off here. I'm going to watch you guys stream. I'm going to watch this. Rays all day. Going all the way.
I need you back here in 2 minutes. At the end of this game to make an MVP call, by the way.
I got you.
All right, wonderful.
I got you. At the end of this, I'll be back.
All right, that works for me.
All right. Later, boys.
Check you out, sir. All right, so unfortunately, we were not able to give an MVP ruling last series. We will be giving one for this series. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be interesting looking at the board right now. The Minutemen and the Rays, to be honest, both teams having one significant player in that game. For the Rays, it's being Mars 4, and for the Minutemen, it's Eggsy, right? And, we mentioned it last time. I think the Minutemen have still the highest assist rate in all of the league, in all leagues combined. I
It's
could
like
be
10,
wrong.
10 something plus. It's
Yeah,
pretty
like it
ridiculous.
it is by far like the most that I've seen. So seeing that not a lot of passing plays happening from the Minutemen, I mean, that could definitely be their problem here.
I think fundamentally, you just need to make sure that you're spreading the ball out a little bit, hitting your touches. Like Mix, nobody even near that. And we both know Mix. Mix is usually going to take that ball, do something with it. That ball is usually a goal. I mean, we are not even seeing it involved Kosh. He was the big proprietor of last game for the Minutemen. Mix, another, huge factor of how they play. Without seeing these two players pop off, we're only seeing Exy pop off. And, Exy's pretty good. You definitely still want him doing Exy things. But I'll tell you, it needs to end up being a little bit more of a group effort here. And again, without Kosh making those touches, to really get that down the field, he's the one who speeds the ball up and really, is able to play with it, differently than other people are. So again, involvement all around, it needs to be a huge overall factor for the Minutemen. Keeping up the ball speed again is huge, but these fundamental issues, and we talked about in the passing, just possession keeping, you just got to figure your way around it.
Yeah, I think from what we mentioned in the last stream and from my knowledge building the team, they had a really hardcore triangle rotation going when they came into last series, and they don't seem to be doing any sort of like hard rotations. Like, it just seems they're going with the flow right now, which, I mean, it can work, but it also opens up your defense for. Oh my god!
Is this
Another
the second time?
save. Yeah, another save for the Rays. I don't think it was JK though. I think it was who was it? Was it Mars?
Somebody. Regardless,
It might
the
have
ball's
been
not in the
Mars.
net.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Rays, but the Minutemen again, they're just getting outclassed right now.
JK, you go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what exactly they need to change, but I think they just need to be faster with better rotations. That's the start.
Shoo, Exy. Use the flip reset in order to go for the bump. I think that's going to be my next talking point. I think it's got to be to talk about the mechanics, talk about how you want to use them. We know that these Minutemen players have mechanics. There's an opportunity for 3 Minutemen players to have grabbed that ball, and not one of them did, because they gave the ball away, using their mechanics. You need to play smart. You need to play reserved. I mean, you can't let anybody have these shots. You are literally 3 goals down in this game if the Rays are able to hit a shot on net. You know what I mean? The Rays have now blocked like 3 of them, and they don't have a goal because of it. The Minutemen are getting bailed out because of that right now. They just need to do more to get the ball
Minutemen,
out.
I don't know too much about the Rays, but I can tell you all of the Minutemen are able to perform excellently on mechanics. And oh my god, another goal for the Rays. Mars is just plowing it through all 3 defenders here. Big man.
Oh, wow.
Big man.
Dude hit the gym, got it through all 3 Minutemen players. I mean, that's in and of itself, that's impressive. The power, the 50 placement, I feel like is another thing too the Rays have going for them right now. A big touch mid is going to do them, wonders, because they're all just there waiting to dime the ball somewhere else. Rehog, right there, exactly.
Another. I don't know if the Minutemen were going to save that, but I think that might have been another save from the Rays. The Rays they're looking fast, but they don't look too confident with their plays. They're always trying to, I guess, overstep each other. I could be wrong. Maybe they're just flipping into the positions and accidentally saving it, but it looked to me like
There it is.
shot from Mix, tying up the game. I don't think the Minutemen have had a lead so far in this series.
Exy has the other goal. I think they only got 1 goal within the rest of the series, right? This is their second.
Yeah, they continue to tie it up, but they haven't been able to get a lead, and let's hope that they can do that, because if they lose this second game, morale is going to be very low on that team.
Mix gonna take this one around, gets the 50 out in front of his own net, not ideal. Exy gonna be able to save it here, but the Rays keeping it relevant, keeping it in the circle. Exy, awkward here, gonna live this one back for Mix. Mix on the ball here. I'm almost wondering if, we just need to see a few more solo plays from the Minutemen to really kind of earn the respect of the Rays right now. That
I
might
gotta
be
tell you,
where you gotta be.
I personally disagree. I think the Minutemen need to play as a team a little bit more because it seems that they're just, again, I could be wrong, but it seems that they're just banging the ball out. You know, they're getting a few good passes, and when they get the passes, there's a lot of opportunities, but every time they hit the ball, there's just no one there to finish. And I think that's the difference between today's Minutemen and last week's Minutemen.
Well, last week's Minutemen, you said it perfectly earlier too. You know, we're working in a triangle. You know, they were so regimented in their routine of rotation, and now we don't even see any sort of, you know, ounce of rotation. Really, I mean, we see some, but it's not what we saw before. And the rotation was the big thing that really took them over the edge here. Mix, not able to shoot it either. But what I'm trying to say on those single plays is, right now the Rays aren't even respecting you. And I think the way to get that respect, you know, faster and to really kind of lure them out a little bit more is to work on those solo plays. And again, you know, definitely, by all means, try to come out here with a team play and make it happen. But, you know, it just seems like, you know, from one player to another, they aren't finding that connection.
Oh, that could have been a big goal for the Rays. And you know, the ball's still up. They technically can still get the goal. Oh. No, okay, it's going to go down and overtime's going to start. But no, I think you're definitely right. I mean, I definitely think that having respect for the, you know, enemy team, if enemy is the right word, like, it is important, but like, we've seen so many free passes. I think that the Minutemen are playing a deeper third rotation than they normally do, because every time that the third man could have a shot open or there's a little gap in the defense, that third man is going back for boost, right? And even if you have no boost, I think just being there and putting on that pressure could be the difference changer on keeping the offense.
Absolutely.
And the Minutemen just don't have that right now.
I mean, the Rays are keeping it close. It would lead me to believe that we're not necessarily going to see a ton of booms, but, you know, you're right. Passing plays, as soon as they start coming out for the Minutemen, that's what they need to focus on finding here. It's the passing plays, because that's ideally how they want to play. That's where they feel comfortable. That's where they feel, you know, the most in control. When they're able to just dime somebody in order to get a pass up the field and Mix, you know, double taps it into some ridiculous, you know, crazy stuff. Like, that's what they're used to. That's how they want to play this game. Opportunity here from the Minutemen. Mix finds it top shelf on the 50. Huge Rays error here. Not happy about that one for sure, but the Mix makes it happen. Let's go.
Yeah, that was a unlucky whiff from J.K. Frost up there on the ceiling, but Mix does a great job just putting it straight through the defender. I think they actually fought over it a little bit, but Minutemen taking game number 2, tying it up. I think we're getting exactly what we asked for. I think we are getting the good, high-octane, one-to-one gameplay where every game is going to be a 1-goal difference, maybe every game overtime, and it may go to game 7. It could just be me, Nolan, but I think that is exactly what you want out of a finals.
Dude, you said it. I started smiling. I'm over here feeling good. If you think that there's a distinct possibility for a game 7, I'm there. I'm always there, dude. There's no shot that we don't see game 7 off of this if this is exactly what we're going to keep seeing. The back and forth, you know, the Minutemen take a game that's huge. Since they are able to take a game, I have to imagine, you know, that's a little momentum boost, a little confidence boost. You know, that's what they need to see. You know, a couple goals scored, they just got to break down that dam, and they're ready to go. You know, it's only a matter of time till they break out. It's not like this Minutemen team is going to stay quiet for the rest of the series. So it's, you know, we just got to kind of wait for it.
I think there's a very low chance that the Minutemen don't step up their game. I mean, we said it in the beginning, they're very good at adapting to the people they're playing against, and against the Pirates too. Like they lost the first game, right? The first game they seemed very slow and they lost, and they got heavily pressured. But now we're starting to see a little bit of a change in the Minutemen, and it's exactly like we saw then. I just, as much as I want them to win as fast as possible, I do want to see a game 7. It's just exactly what we're looking for, right?
I mean, this series, these players just have the makings to be able to bring it to a game 7 and make it look great. So, I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm a Minutemen fan, you know, through and through here. But I need you guys to know, you know, when it comes down to it, the Minutemen win and I go to game 7 here, you know, that's ideal. Talk about the mechanics, talk about the Minutemen flair. Exy gonna come off the ceiling with this one. Already making the play, gets the flip from the ceiling. You know what? Mix let him have it. Mix wanted it too, you can tell.
Yeah, Mix definitely would have slammed that into the back of the net, but the second I saw Eggsy going up that wall with the boost amount, I was like, no, that's a goal. That has to be. And the Minutemen are definitely showing up now. This is their first time having a lead, other than when they win the game in overtime. So this is clearly showing a little bit better momentum. I think they may have a better mentality coming into this fourth game after this one. I think they'll win this one. I think they're looking fairly strong. And if you look at the Rays in particular, they seem to be like exactly what just happened, right? Oh,
Wow.
you know what? I guess it works. But I think the Rays are a little bit close in their rotations right now. I think that's kind of just the difference maker.
Well, I think they almost are trying to counter the Minutemen in terms of, keeping way closer in order to keep those passes tight. It's possible. Then again, it could have just been, an awkward rotation that they were caught close in. But I want to go back to the Minutemen here. The names individually that I kept saying last match were Mix and Kosh. And I feel like I didn't say too much about Exy at all. And now I'm here talking about Exy 24/7. The guy's popping off. He's the man to play around right now. Mix down the field. Can he get it done? That's a classic Mix touch. We see that all day. That's what I'm talking about right there.
We saw that exact redirect in the last series, and oh my goodness, like it is so perfect. Mix upfield on the left side, Eggsy passing it from the back left side, and Kosh on the right, just in case Mix throws it past. It's just the perfect rotation, and it works out so beautifully.
What a shot it was. I mean, potential for another one here. Exy avoids the player entirely, does not get the demo. Kosh not able to get the 50. Gonna put this one out mid. Mix gonna play it up. Again, I feel like the Minutemen are also starting to find more space to put the ball. Before it was into Rays players because they were all up in their face. Now it's, I got some room, I get some space. Kosh didn't see this space before. He's got an entire dribble off backboard. And Exy, who is going to be able to bring this up and around, slot this one out for Mix. But the Minutemen are starting to pick up in speed here. And that's what we talked about earlier, being the big factor. When they play how fast they want to play, the entire game is different. The Rays have let this slip out of their hands inadvertently, and right now the Minutemen are reaping the benefits. A crazy save from J.K. Frost, but an even better shot from Kosh. Unfortunately, this one doesn't go in. We've got just over half of a game left to play, and the Minutemen are looking real strong.
It's exactly what I said. The Minutemen are high offense right now. They are giving it everything. Full pressure. They're getting every opening. Every shot attempt, the double, and Kosh's great save coming out from the Rays, though. Ryok really putting his body in front of that and saying, this is not going in.
Let me ask you a question here, and you might not have enough information to go off of. Mix already feeling confident in and of himself. If we're going to see any more of that or anything else like that, this game is going to be real interesting real fast. But I wanted to ask you in particular, you watched the game with me last week. We casted it. Who do you think is the better team here? Do you think it's the Rays or do you think it's the Pirates?
Oh, that's a good question. I played against the Rays with the Minutemen. Or sorry, I played against the Pirates with the Minutemen.
Sure.
So I know their abilities. I never played against the Rays. I did watch them quite a bit, but I left. Oh, beautiful shot from Eggsy. But no, I left the Minutemen before playing the Rays. I honestly, after what happened, we spoke about it on the last stream. Right after the Pirates lost, one of the players left. The other one started, talking bad on the other player, on his team, right? And it just seems like mentally and maybe even mechanically, I think the Rays are a better team because the Pirates, they just couldn't work together, right?
Right.
We saw that in their rotations. We saw that in their comms, like when they were talking in Discord or in general or, in the URL Discord, which everybody in this chat should definitely join. But, we saw it. I think mentality is a big thing in Rocket League, and I think the Rays have it 10 out of 10 over the Pirates.
I think that's one thing I definitely wouldn't have considered. You're absolutely right. The mental is 100% better. I think you've just got a lot of positive individuals on this team. I know J.K. Frost, great guy, team leader. And this is, a team of guys who just want to go do their thing. Mix was up again. He loves cherry picking. That is the Mix way. He will sit there and just wait.
That is the Minutemen way. That's exactly the triangle rotation I was talking about. Mix goes upfield on the left, somebody throws it to him, and somebody watches the right, right? It works, or at least almost works every single time, and people just don't know how to defend it, right? And you'll probably see it a few more times in this series, because most likely the Minutemen are going to win this. I wouldn't say the Rays are out yet, but 30 seconds with a 2-goal difference, and oh my God, another good save from the Rays.
Yeah, no, the Rays have certainly felt it on defense here. The Minutemen find another one, and we saw that exact goal last game too from Mix in overtime. It's Kosh doing it here. It's Mix with the goal again, though. And this is great work overall from the Minutemen. They're keeping it close. They're keeping it concise. They're keeping it together. They look like a well put together team right now. And you know, if I didn't know any better, I would tell you that this is, you know, our championship team. The Rays, however, are not going to just lay down and take it. I was going to say, you know, they're going to put on one hell of a fight, but right here, we got to come at Ryok. This is ridiculous. What a touch. Comes back on the other side with the hood of his car. That's a great touch right there. That's a great goal overall. The Rays are going to have to parade on that one a little bit.
Yeah, that was a very, very good goal, and I think they're definitely going to need to siphon as much hype as they can from that goal if they want to come into the next game positive, because losing even 2 in finals is very hard. Losing by 2 goals in the finals is extremely hard. And now they are down 1 game, if I believe. It is 2-1 for the Minutemen.
It is 2-1 for the Minutemen right now. You're absolutely right. Excellent.
Yeah, so being down a game is very important in the finals, man.
Well, I won't lie. Exy is still killing it. But you know, from what we saw in game 1, you know, you look at the scorecards here, you look at the score, it's a little bit more dispersed. You know what I mean? We don't have 4 players sleeping anymore. We have nobody sleeping.
Yeah, everybody's showing up to the plate here. Everybody's, you know, giving it their best. I mean, that's exactly what we wanted of a finals. I think for the Rays, this next game, they have to focus both on their mentality and on their rotations, because the Rays seem to be a little bit panicky in their rotations. You know, it seemed like if the ball was heading towards their net, everybody would jump for it instead of, you know, having first man go, second man. So I think if they can sort that out, they probably have a good chance at winning this next game. And if they do win this next game and tie it up, it's a reset, right?
Seriously.
It's basically like a best of 3.
The most intense best of 3 you've ever seen.
Of course, yeah. No, I am excited for this next game, though. Coming into it here. I still think the Minutemen are winning. I think the Rays are a good team, but I think the Minutemen have it.
You know what? I don't know that I can... I need to see this game first. If the Minutemen are able to, you know, come back in and really, you know, continue to do what they want to do, and it doesn't look like the Rays have really made any adaptations, then yeah, you might have my vote on this one. But I think right now, the Rays are a team I'm waiting to see the adaptations from. J.K. Frost is capable of making them. We've seen Ryok make them before. I don't know what you're going to do with that. That's an unfortunate play from the Minutemen. All the pieces were there, just not able to put the ball in the right spot. But they're going to keep the pressure from it, and that's another thing I want to commend Minutemen from. You know, they're consistently able to continue pressure. You know, whether they make a mistake or whether something happens, there's always a way for the Minutemen to stay on the ball when they're attacking.
That was a very risky play. Minutemen crossing it past their net. If there anybody from the Rays was there, that was a goal, and this is a goal as J.K. Frost getting it past 2 defenders. Unlucky for the Minutemen defenders here. They could have probably saved that if I don't know. It was a very well placed shot.
And J.K. Frost is there. You said it yourself. If there's anybody from the Rays there, that's going in. J.K. Frost was there. It's going in. 1-0 in the first minute here. The Rays starting off strong. They definitely want a little momentum boost. If they're able to come into this game and really maintain this pressure, you know, continue to look good, continue to just look confident, you know, that's a big vote of confidence overall, especially, you know, if the Minutemen are able to keep putting on these level of shots. But, you know, it's one thing having a good mental, and when you get scored on, it's another thing having a goal scored on you when you get scored on.
Yeah, I know. I think, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm 90% sure that the Rays took the first goal of every game so far. So I think this is, you know, normal. The Rays do get the first goal. I think the Minutemen, after the first goal, something switches, and maybe they play a little bit more aggressive. But the rotations are looking a lot better. You know, we mentioned it after the first Minutemen loss that they were looking a little bit off as, oh, an unfortunate double commit and almost a double tap from Eggsy. That could have been a really nice shot.
Eggsy is still my player to watch for today. He's been not in the net. Unfortunate. No, this is unfortunate though. This is just an unfortunate touch from Mix. Riok gets a crazy save, even if Eggsy was in the net. You know, that's a tough one to read right off of that touch. But again, you know, that's how the Rays are scoring still. You know, it's not off of necessarily passes. You know, they get the ball up there. They're able to make a couple of good reads. You know, it really doesn't matter, you know, how each team is scoring in particular, but you know, both teams are able to make it work. The Minutemen looking for goals here, by the way. They're down 2, and the Rays don't look like they're letting up. They're playing farther apart than they normally do. You know, they're letting this ball kind of just go where it leads them, and they just go with it. Flip reset, save from JK Frost. Another shot here.
That was a beautiful save from JK.
Wow.
And he could have an open net here. As no, Kosh is going to get there and get the touch he needs, but JK trying to pass it down to his teammate. His teammate is there, and what a shot from Riok. That was a perfect play.
Rays looking like they're making the necessary adjustments to compete with the Minutemen here. This may not be as open and shut as we think it is, but a game 7 looming with you know, just you talked about it before. You know, that best of 3. You really need to be able to think about a series in a numerous, you know, amount of different ways. You think about it in a best of 7, yeah, that sometimes works for some people, but you get down to a 2-2, and you're looking at a best of 3. You need to be the better team twice. Can you do that? Do you think the Minutemen can do that if they get to this point?
I think they can. I think they're playing a little bit slow right now, but no, I think it's definitely possible. I think they have the mechanics and the chemistry to be able to win this series and get the W, but something's different right now. I mean, we're seeing it exactly again. Like when the Minutemen lose, it's open nets that anybody could score, but they're just not in the position, right?
That's another one. You can't let that one go by the wayside either. So I know what you're saying. You know, it's silly little mistakes. You know, things that they're normally hitting, that they're accustomed to hit, and then one person doesn't go, or you know, something happens, and it's a complete, you know, befuddlement, if you will.
Yeah, I know. The Minutemen, they're getting outclassed right now. They're definitely getting outclassed. The Rays are looking extremely strong. Oh, what a great placement from Eggsy.
He loves hitting that corner angle right there. Anything where he can barely see a sliver of the net is something Eggsy wants to shoot. And he's done it a few times. He got that flip reset early. He got that. He got another touch early in game 1. That was that first goal that we saw from him. But yeah, again, Eggsy continuing to move that ball around. You know, his mechanics are standing out specifically to me. I'm waiting for Mix to do a couple more Mix things, you know, hit the mixtape, you know, whatever you will. But, you know, it's certainly coming. He makes a great 50 here. It's on its way. And more importantly, the Minutemen have like a minute left. You know what I mean? Like, they're certainly not out of this game.
They are the Minutemen. So if anybody can do it, I think it's them. But no, I'm looking for a little bit more shows of mechanics from Eggsy. I mean, we saw in the last series, the semifinals, he hit that amazing, and it's like you said, the sliver of the net is exactly what he's looking for. He hit that shot from the backboard, right? I don't know if you remember that, but it was a very nice shot from the backboard, and he might hit it again. Oh my goodness! I think he's listening. He's listening to me right now.
He has to be, but you know, that's ridiculous. Eggsy goes for that shot. Nobody to make that happen. Kosh just going to be off on the other side. Shotty from Mix, saved away by Mars. Kosh able to keep it through. Another block by JK Frost, and the Rays laying on, you know, save after save. Oh, Eggsy. Beautiful. Oh my.
Dude, we're seeing a lot of these like dunks. Like I think that would be classified as a dunk. Like the defender is there, but he just stuffs it right past it.
I think that's the better one. The stuff. That's definitely the call right there.
Yeah.
The stuff.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that, man. People are just getting blocked non-stop in this series, and it's very intense. It's very intense, and a lot of these shots are a lot cleaner because of it. But Minutemen, one last play. Hoping they can get it. You know, I'm on their side, but it's going to be very hard. Yeah, and it's going to go down.
Wow. Great job to the Rays here. Again, you know, they made the necessary adjustments. They evolved, they adapted, they improved. They looked like a different, you know, Rays team. The only other win they have is that game 1 there. And just a reminder, you know, Mars was on top of that game. Here we see JK 4 saves, playing that massive defensive role. Exy with 7 shots. I mean, again, you're seeing the offense here. It's the Minutemen. The defensive, the Rays here just won today. The defense was better this game.
Yeah, JK Frost putting it on his back, man. 4 saves, 1 assist, 1 goal, and 2 shots. Amazing plays from JK. I think if the Rays win, I think MVP might go to JK, because from what I've seen,
sure,
like, he just shows up. Like, there's no game where he doesn't show up, right? He's always there. He's always in the position. He's always making the saves. Sometimes, obviously, it doesn't go in his favor, but the Minutemen just need to step up their game. I mean, they're getting, like you said, a lot of shots, but they're not necessarily getting a lot of goals. And that's, what really matters in the end. But another 1-goal game.
Well, I feel like that's also, sort of to talk about, how good the Rays are, because, those close shots, those goals that we normally see go in are not going in. I don't know whether it's just more focus, more attention to detail on the defense, but, we talked about it in detail last game. Everything that the Minutemen were going for was going in. It was like it was a bloodbath.
No, I agree with you there. Yeah, the last game was it was rough. You're talking about the last series, right?
I'm talking about the Pirates, yes.
Yeah, that was different.
Hold on. Gosh, stop it. Come on,
in the
dude.
perfect position to get it over the Rays defenders. Rays had every man up here, every man past half, and all it takes is 1 hit. And Coach knew exactly where to place that. First goal comes to the Minutemen. I think this is the first time they have had a lead at the beginning. So let's hope they can hold it.
I'm hoping that they can hold it too. I'm hoping that we continue to see great gameplay out here. Coming into this, I was really not entirely sure whether we were going to see a 4-0 or whether we were going to see a potential, game 7, really good game. Now I couldn't tell you who's going to win this game. Now it's, definitely looking like at least a game 6. I mean, we know that, but it's really does have the makings to be a game 7, to be this crazy contest. We haven't even seen a crazy overtime yet. I have to imagine that if we put these guys in overtime for a few minutes too, like, it would probably keep going.
Yeah, no, I can tell you, the only person I know can handle the stress is Coach. Me and Coach played a grand finals in a separate league, and it was rough. It was a game 7 overtime for 5 minutes.
What?
It was intense. And the worst part about it too, Coach carried our entire team on his back.
No.
I was having ping issues and controller issues. It was rough, man. And so I know Coach, he may get intense sometimes, but he can handle the pressure. And I think if it does go down to a game 7, I'm still rooting for my boys,
Oh! What? How does this find its way in?
Oh my God! That is so unlucky from the Rays. I mean,
is that an own goal?
It was, yeah.
Oh!
That's not even it's not even on them. Like, Ryak just jumped up for the save, and it just bounced off of his card. There's nothing he can do there. But Minuteman with a 2-goal lead in game number 5. And what was that?
And counting, seriously.
Yeah, no, they're looking strong though.
No, they really are. I don't want to, just continuously leave this up to the Rays to say, listen, it's your turn to adapt and overcome. They can't adapt and overcome if the ball's in their net. Exy gonna find his second of this game, and there's not even anybody back. JK Frost reads it incorrectly, just misses the read, and I mean, I don't even know what to say. You're down 3 goals at this point. You still have plenty of time left. And don't get me wrong, you're not out of the contest by any means. But I think the Minutemen are receiving these kickoffs, and they're just finding more to do with them. Shot here by Mars, not able to find its way in. JK Frost going to put it up one more time. A Minutemen easily going to clear this one. Kosh able to find that, and that's the normal Minutemen workings. Now we're starting to see that triangle come back into place. Exy going to find it, slot it the way through, threads the needle, and there you go. The Minutemen are suddenly finding themselves up 4 goals. When did that happen?
It's a rotation, man. And I think it's probably the caster's curse. Because you just mentioned that in the last game, it was all Minutemen. It was goal after goal after goal after goal in the last series. And I mean, that's exactly what we're looking at right now, right? The Rays they're a great team, an amazing team, but they're just being outclassed right now. The Minutemen are just in better positions for the shots, and the Rays just can't get the saves.
Uh-oh, another opportunity here. Is there going to be anybody mid to slot it home? Mix not able to find the angle. If it was Exy, he would have found the angle. That's all I'm saying.
If it was actually, he would have teleported.
He probably would have. Shot here from Kosh. Mars makes the save. Got to be low on defense here. Shot here from Mix. Goes right up above. Ryok able to get this touch out. Exy, no touch. The Rays with an opportunity. Ryok able to slot it towards the net. Mix with the save. You got to just keep moving on if you're the Rays, I guess. I mean, there's not a whole lot of format right now. Like, you really need to just put into play what you need to. I mean, these guys aren't seeing a lot of offense. There's not a lot of control. I mean, take a step back, take a breather for a second.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta breathe on that
Oh my,
one.
good save. Good save from the Rays, man. The Minutemen are just in the perfect places. Like, it's not even like they're crazy passing plays right now. I mean, that was a beautiful team pinch, don't get me wrong, getting it upfield, but it's just the it's not even them being in a good position for themselves. It's the Minutemen being in a good position against the Rays. Because the Rays they're in awkward positions, right? All three of them are on the right side right now. You know what I'm saying? So all it takes is one Minutemen guy on the right side, clear it upfield like they normally do, and it's a goal.
Right here, I have a feeling that this is gonna end poorly. That usually does end poorly, but Coach not able to make any sort of touch there. Gets it all the way back. Exy gonna get this 50 out. The Rays hoping to just make one attempt on the net here. Find a goal, and there it is, Ryok. So fast in the air. He's been an absolute menace when he is in the air. He beats everybody. You know, he's got Coach there, but realistically, he's been pretty on top of those aerials tonight.
Man, that's that Dominus buff. That Dominus
Yeah,
gets
you're
up
right.
quick. And it hits hard, too. And that was a beautiful angle from Ryok. Dusting Kosh up to the ball and getting it straight down to the net. But if I'm the Rays, I mean, 3 goals in 50 seconds against the Minutemen. Like, the last minute, they're the men to hold, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to keep making that joke because it's just so true. Like, they're just so consistent right now. If I'm the Rays, I'm taking that time. Right, I'm taking that tactical timeout after this loss. I'm trying to analyze with the team, you know, trying to figure out exactly, like, what's going wrong, because I do want to see a Game 7. Like, I really do.
Me too, and you know, I think next game is the game where we talk about that overtime, that big hype, you know, that big buff. Next game is the game where we need to end up seeing an overtime that ends up getting the Rays to a Game 7. Right now, you have to go, you know, understand that this game is over, first of all. This is GG's, go next. We'll see you next game, right? 4 goals. It's hard to just let happen. You know what I mean? The Minutemen gonna take it and they're gonna run. The Rays need to go back to the drawing board. They've got one opportunity left. As far as they're concerned, they're looking at the last 5 minutes of their season right now. Personally, I'm hoping we go to a Game 7. I'm hoping we get to see the ultimate showdown, the ultimate matchup in I'll even switch to Champions Field. That's not something I normally do. You are playing on Manfield, the field that I choose. But my goodness, if they get to Game 7, I'll give it to them. Timeout from Mars, timeout from the Rays. We like to see that. That's a great choice on their part. Just for anybody, I'm not understanding what that is. A tactical timeout is exactly what it sounds like. It is a super easy way to just take a breather, take a minute away from the game. As soon as we get into our next screen, they'll have a minute to adapt, analyze their gameplay, just take a deep breath, and get back to the drawing board. And sometimes that's just what you need to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Rays got to do to change, man. I mean, in every other game, we saw J.K. Frost high up on the board.
Yep.
Right? He was the MVP in my eyes for most of the games that they won, and even the games that they lost, he was the MVP for his team. I just think that last game he didn't overperform, right? He didn't reach that high level that he normally is. He's just kind of playing the game right now. I think if he can step up and put his team on his back and say, look, this is what we're doing. We're going to play this rotation. We're going to do this. I think the Rays can win this next game. I think it's definitely possible. I'm not going to count them out. Of course, I'm a Minutemen fan. I might be a bit biased, but they're just looking strong. They're just looking overall. They're looking strong. They're looking good. Man, I don't know. What do you think?
See, I hate when my microphone is muted. That's terrible. I hate that. No, I think it's a tough call because you're right. You know, you need to have one of these players step up. And right now it's been J.K. Frost. If he doesn't get going, there's no offense. There's no game. And you know, I need to see somebody else come in and step up and take that spot almost from him if he's not going to do it. But you know, ultimately, the spot needs to be filled. You need to see a ton more offense. You need to see a ton more everything all around from them. I mean, the defense has been stellar when it's been there. We need to see a little bit more from the Rays. They need to really come in and adapt to the play style. Don't get faked out by the passes. You know, it's really hard, but it's a shortcut as to, you know, why they're not winning. That's it.
My poster just fell off my wall.
Uh-oh. Poster just fell off the wall.
I definitely agree. I think, yeah, we can't tell them what to do. I hope they're not listening to us right now, because I can tell you from, you know, firsthand experience that listening to the casters while they talk about you is very bad for your mentality. Terrible. But I think I hope they change. I hope they adapt, because I really want to see a Game 7 overtime, like really badly. Like they're just the most fun. They're the most fun to cast. They're the most fun to watch, and they're the most fun to play in.
That's true too. You know, we get to a Game 7 and it's anybody's game. You never know what's going through somebody's mental. You know, it could be completely affected by any sort of anything. You know what I mean? There's so many factors on the table. You know, as close as this game has really not been, but also still been close at the same time. You know, the Minutemen could come out and just not, you know, be able to perform in a Game 7. I mean, you had already said that they can, and we know that these players can. Any one of them will. But you know what I mean? A factor like that is a real factor as to why a team doesn't win in the situation where they should. Wide open net for the Minutemen there, not finding anybody there. JK Frost's going to take this one and see what he can do with it. Mix. Slots this one downfield. Rioch waiting in the net. And again, you know, just not letting that ball out of your sight. You know, making sure it stays in front of you is going to be a big concern here. Great touch up. Touch back to Kosh, and Kosh gets it off the pass. Beautiful work from Exy to Kosh, and the Minutemen, they find their first goal right here.
Yeah, every game that they've gotten the first goal, I think they've won. It's a mentality thing. They're just stronger right now, in my opinion, and I hope they get another few. You know, I hope I can say, don't get me wrong, I've been consistently saying that they're going to win before the season started. In the preseason, I don't know if you remember that whole tier list thing that went on. Oh
yeah, of course.
Everybody hated me because I put the Gorillas and the Minutemen in S tier. The Gorillas, I don't know how their season went.
They lost.
I heard they got knocked out pretty early, and it definitely sucks. But I think the Gorillas were a strong team, but like, it's the Minutemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when people didn't know us, they knew us, right?
Right.
Like, they heard of us from other leagues. There's a lot of people who share leagues with a lot of our Minutemen players, and they know who we are, right? And so I think, I don't know, I still think they got it. You know, I still think they have it.
All right,
But
I've got an answer for you. What do the Rays need to do? I need to see a few demos. A couple, maybe a bump or two. And I know, there's going to be skepticism for it, but you take out a player or two, you make a bump, that's the play that they need. That's the level of play that the Minutemen may or may not be able to defend at the very moment. And, you know, I'm going out on a limb here, but a demo usually opens up some space. It'll give one of these guys an opportunity to maybe do some mechanics. Mars needs to find this one on the corner, and, just not able to find it. Kosh with a beautiful save. Rioch gonna put this one right back out in front. Again, no Ray able to find any sort of pressure there. These touches need to just be a little bit more controlled. They need to find an angle on the net here before the Minutemen get to clear this out.
I think you're right, 100%. I think they've probably gotten less than a 1 average for both teams combined on demos. I think against the Pirates, there were definitely a lot more demos. You know.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna stop talking. Good shot from Rioch. They're gonna tie the game here in game number 6. But I think other than like not making mistakes like that, and like sometimes the Rays, like, you know, with their accidentally saving or accidentally own goaling, and the Minutemen do the same exact thing. Other than that, I think you're right. I think demos can play a major factor in who wins this game, and I'm telling you, they're listening. I'm pretty sure that was the first time Mix hit a demo this entire series.
Oh, the demos are coming out everywhere. Everybody's listening to this broadcast right now. You're absolutely right. My goodness, guys, if you are hearing this, please shut this off. Take us to a Game 7. I'm asking you very nicely. Rioch is staying on the ball. the control that you're able to get from a demo, it gives the Rays a little bit more to play with. And again, I think that's really just what they're looking for right now. The Minutemen are just gonna hit their mechanics at some point or another, though. That's my real only worry here. Ryok able to put this one up. Mars goes for the fake demo. Actually not phased at all. That's one of those stone-faced opportunities right there that puts the Minutemen at such an advantage. They know that they've got the mental all on lock here. Mars gonna try to take this one up and above. Gets the 50. Is he able to get another? He's not. Ryok puts this one out mid. 1-1. Minute left to go, and my goodness, is this the Minutemen game or what?
I think this is. But I gotta tell you, Ryok is stepping up right now. I said it on the timeout. Like, JK Frost really needs to step it up, but no, Ryok is the one to do it. He is there. He is touching everything. He is doing everything, and I think the Rays are looking extremely big right now.
Opportunity here for the Rays if they can hit it here. 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Exy with almost a great clear. He's going to let it drop. Confusion from the Minutemen. We're almost looking like we're seeing a game one Minutemen. A little bit of confusion. Not really sure where to put the ball. Rays. Oh, you can see this ball picking up. This is where everybody likes this. Mix almost has it. Exy going to try to go for it here. Not finding the flip reset. Not finding the goal. Kosh going to put it up top. Remember, if the Rays lose this game, this is game over. This is Minutemen Dubs championship right here. But the Rays, if they can take it to a game 7, will put us in a very entertaining aspect. This is what I told you. Game 6, overtime.
Overtime. Oh, this is exciting, man. This is very exciting. They had 3 very good opportunities there to score, but the Rays defense is looking extremely strong right now. Ryok has 4 saves himself. Keep in mind that man is on 120 ping. That is insane. Oh my goodness, another close play from the Minutemen. They're keeping very strong offense right now.
Not a lot.
This could be it.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh, a good save from Ryok again. And a good save from JK. It's all defense for the Rays, and they're looking really big doing it, man. They're looking strong.
They need to keep the defense up. I mean, that's priority number 1 right here. If you overcommit here and get caught out on an offense and just let a rolling ball go in, the Minutemen will take it. You know, they're not all smoke and mirrors, not all mechanics. My goodness, they will just do it to you if they have the opportunity to, but you cannot get caught out. That is big concern number 1 for me right here. The Rays, even next game, if they win this game, they cannot overcommit. They cannot feel comfortable. Nobody home.
The Minutemen are constantly throwing pressure, and they're going to have another chance here as Coach just tries to get it in. But no, I think you're right. The Rays do need to keep strong on their defense, but they also need to clear the ball out because the Minutemen are just going to starve them. Like they're just going to starve the absolute hell out of them. I think if I'm the Rays, I'm looking to steal some boost. You know, oh my goodness! The one time Eggsy can't get the angle, and Nick's trying to get a dirty redirect. The demos are coming out. The boost steals are coming out. Everything is coming to play right now.
Rays looking like they're going to have an opportunity here. The touchdown! Is there anybody there? No, Mars couldn't get it. We still have somebody back, though. Ryok? No.
Oh, my goodness. That was so close.
Save. There is no way right now. There's so
this
much
is what
going
we're
on.
looking for.
This is exactly what I'm looking for. I want an exasperated.
Exactly.
I can't even speak game 7. Opportunity here from the Rays if they can play the angle right. JK Frost puts this one up. Kosh gonna get a touch. Play it off the wall. Gets one more. Ultimately, the Rays don't challenge here. Interesting choice.
I think they expected Coach to hit it.
I think they
did.
did.
I saw Ryok on the wall there, and if Coach did hit it for a pass, Ryok was there. But gosh, it's hard to say something about this play right now because it's just so fast. And, like everything is happening in like 20 seconds. And oh my goodness, the Rays could slam it in, and they're going to. That was a very good shot from Ryok, and unlucky on the goal line. I think. Yeah, he rode the post. Man.
Dude, I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at Exy's initial mislanding there. If Exy lands and gets that recovery, he takes the ball out, or at least gets a 50.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was
timeout
a great game.
From the Minutemen.
That was a great game. You know what? If I'm the Minuteman, I'm not taking that timeout.
I don't know that I am either. I think at this point they're trying to ice the Minutemen, or trying to ice the Rays. I think that's ultimately your move here, but I don't know that it's a good one. I think you just go right into the next one. I mean, you're already feeling hot. You're keeping up that pressure. You have so much offensive pressure and speed. It's not a. I don't. You know what? We'll see what comes out. We'll see what happens with them. We are in Game 7 right now. We had another finals game that was supposed to start 3 minutes ago. We will get right into that one as soon as this one's over. We do have a timeout from the Minutemen. They will use it as soon as they get into their next... as soon as they get into the next lobby. But Zodic, talk to me a little bit about this while I save these replays and get everything going.
Riok, man. It's exactly what I said halfway through the game. Look at this, man. He got over double both his other teammates. Like, that's insane. Like, that is insane. 5 saves, 2 goals, 3 shots. He is the man right now. And the reason I said that if I was a Minuteman, I wouldn't take that timeout, it's not that the Minutemen aren't strong, because they're playing really well. Like, the Minutemen have nothing wrong with them. It's just the Rays. Like, it's just Riok, right? Yep. All they need to, they don't need a timeout to figure this out. All they need to do is demo Riok. Take him out of the play. Demo somebody in that defensive rotation. Right. Take a boost, demo, come back. Easy. Done. And I think the Minutemen win it, but
dude, the Rays have gotten this far. Dude, you see, because here's the thing. Because even if the Minutemen make a couple of mistakes and the Rays start to feel it, you start climbing. The Rays are just gonna start climbing. They're gonna keep going. There's just nothing that you're gonna be able to do about it. And it goes for either team. It's for the Minutemen or the Rays. I'm trying to give the Rays an opportunity here, but again, you know, it just seems like the Minutemen are their own enemy here. And you know, you said Riok, but it seems like the Minutemen, like, even towards the end of that game, like, could have done a couple of different things better in order to make sure that they didn't sell right there. Anyways, timeout is over. Last thoughts before we get into the last game of our ultimate season.
No thoughts. 0 thoughts, man. I'm excited for this game. This is what we called for. This is why we asked for it. The only thing that can make this better, overtime.
Overtime, absolutely. Overtime. A close game in overtime. A 0-second goal to go to overtime. Don't even tell me with a good time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for, man. Come on.
All right, everybody. Welcome to I didn't even put it on Champions Field. That's unfortunate. But
it's on Champions Field in our mind.
Absolutely. Welcome to Game 7, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners will be one of these 2 teams. Whoever wins this game will be going home with the URL crown for the Ultimate League, taking it from last season. By the way, we've never had an Ultimate Champion before.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Never mind that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Kosh. Big 50 out. Minutemen already feeling the pressure. The Rays have made a couple of adjustments.
Yeah, the Rays are looking big, but the Minutemen. That could have been a big play. I had to stop talking for a moment there while we processed that, but oh my goodness, yeah. Both teams are looking strong. I think Kosh? I think he was going for a demo there. I think he might have been looking for a demo there, and I think if they can figure that out, then they have a very good chance at winning this. But normally a goal is scored in the first minute, and we have none so far. Right. So this is exciting, man.
This is looking like it could end up being 0-0 too. You know, that overtime we were talking about? We can see 5 minutes of uncontested gameplay here. Or we can see, you know, a couple of crazy shots. Riok, again, I do think he's going to be that huge factor here. Can he replicate what he did last game? Is Mars going to be able to step up and do something like that? I mean, the Minutemen are not just throwing themselves at the ball anymore. You know, there's definitely been, you know, some updates in the amount of respect they're being given.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Minutemen right now, I'm looking to stick with the ball a little bit longer. They seem to be, you know, banging it upfield and trying to clear it. With 0 goals on both sides, like, oh my goodness. Wow. That was almost an amazing shot from JK and a great save from Kosh.
As dangerous as that shot was, it was as dangerously saved. A great 50 out here. It could be trouble. Mix. Oh, he ends up turning. I didn't think he was going to turn. I thought for sure he was getting scored on there. But Exy has been the guy you've wanted on the ball all night. We see glimpses of what he can do. Every single time he takes a shot, Mix goes for the double. Kosh not able to find that there either. Oh, the Minutemen gonna have to... Oh boy.
Kosh accidentally hitting it upfield to Mars and giving the Rays a little bit of uncontested offense, and this is the play. This is exactly what we're looking for in Mix, almost hitting a nasty double tap. But that's the play. That's Mix. That's his coin to move, if you would call it. I think for Kosh, it's scoring, across the field. I think for Eggsy in this series, it's, the crazy angles that he somehow hits.
Right.
And I think for Mix, see, some people call it cherry picking. Right?
Sure, I do.
I think that word is a little bit not offensive, but I think it's like it downplays how smart it actually is for someone to do that.
Sure.
I like to call it streaking. You have one player streak upfield past the defense, kind of offside-ish, and I think that's exactly what he's looking to do every time he gets that pass. Oh my goodness! Minutemen taking the first goal over halfway through the game.
Now, I don't know how many shots the Rays have, but the Minutemen must have an unworldly amount of shots right now. We have not seen them do anything other than shoot.
Man, it's the same thing that we've seen every game. The Rays, take a guess how many saves they have.
I'm going to go with 6.
They have 9 saves.
Already?
They have 2 shots, 9 saves. The Minutemen have 11 shots and 1 save. So it just shows. It just shows. And the crazy thing about this too is, you would think that with one team being hard offense and one team being hard defense,
right,
that you would have one team. They would be like a lopsided ball possession, right? It's not. We could look at the ball stats, but I genuinely don't think it is. I think it's probably about 60-40 Minutemen on possession, which is very impressive in the Rays. Oh my goodness, the Rays are gonna slam that in, tying the game with a minute left. Where is this overtime, man? I want to see it.
Dude, listen, we keep coming back to the same damn thing. The minute left on the clock. 1-1, minute left, game 7. Could we really end up seeing this? Do you think this really works out in their favor?
Oh no.
Oh, it's a shot.
It's gonna go.
J.K. Frost finds one at 1 minute. Says Minutemen, here's your true job. Now you've actually got a minute to score. Here you go. Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the Ray Day.
Oh, Henny's here, dude. Oh
yeah,
my.
If you're the Minutemen, you're a little bit sad on that one, because that is not what you want to see with a minute left. But the Minutemen, they if anyone's able to do it, it's both of these teams, right? We saw the Rays do it right now with 1:05 seconds left. I think the Minutemen can also score, but it is going to take a lot out of them to stay consistent and be able to breach this Rays defense, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, actually almost passing it to JK. This is not looking good for the Minutemen.
The Minutemen have plenty of time. All it takes is one, opportunity to get behind them. Mechanics show out. You gotta look here too. The Rays are pretty far up. A boom back, behind everybody is detrimental. And you give it to Mix, and oh my goodness, it's over. A missed opportunity. Coach gonna be up. Shoots behind him. Riak gonna toss this one up. Exy, last opportunity here. Do we have a Minutemen offensive? Riak with the boom. Exy gonna keep this one central. Oh, this could be trouble.
I think this is it. I think the Rays win.
Oh, listen, it's still 0 seconds. We don't know yet. Now we know. It's the Rays, and it's all love from the Minutemen. They're the first 3 to put the GGs in. You love to see it. That's awesome. That's a great series. We saw one hell of a show here today, sir.
I gotta tell you, man, the Rays stepped it up hella hard. Like hella hard. Like, oh my goodness. Coming into it, I had 100% confidence in the Minutemen. Even into that last game, I still had 100% confidence, but I think the thing that I underestimated was how even these teams were. Not even that they were even on both having offense, but it was just they were the perfect counters for each other, right? It was like positive and negative. Yep. The Rays, impenetrable defense. The Minutemen, stupidly, like hardcore offense. I think the Rays were just a little bit stronger. I think they were just a little bit stronger in that, and congratulations to them.
Absolutely.
Exotic, how do you feel right now? How do you feel with all that biasm?
Listen.
How do you feel with all that?
Listen, honey. Listen.
Game 1, game
listen.
2, discounted every goal. Oh, these.
No. I saw you in chat. I did not discount any goals.
Biasm.
No. I tried to stay. I tried to stay fair, but it's hard when I built that roster. Like it's kind of hard for me to not compliment what they do, right?
How does it feel to Henny? How does it feel?
It's not good. It doesn't feel great.
I've been there 3 times, Exotic. I've been there 3 times.
Henny's the only one who knows what this is.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what, it doesn't feel great, but congratulations to the Minutemen. I know, to the Rays, and congratulations to the Minutemen too. I mean, they played amazing
Dude, that was
throughout the season.
stellar series.
That was
Stellar series.
Such a beautiful series, man. Like, I last series we played or we casted Nolan, I thought, oh, that was the best series I've ever casted.
No, this is it.
100% this one was it.
Dude, this one takes home the crowd right now.
Yeah, I think if I could choose any way to end this season, it is this way. Although it wasn't, a W for us, I think congratulations to the Rays. They clearly just played a little bit better, and I guess see you next season.
Nolan, can we bring them boys in here?
Unfortunately,
quick interview.
We can do that another time. We've got another finals game that was supposed to start 15 minutes ago, but this one went to a game 7. So we can talk.
We need to get one person in here right now for me.
That's okay. You can do that. We do need to move on with the stream and with the finals. Like, this is super time sensitive, so I don't know that we have time.
Well, we have to give out an MVP.
Bring him in. Message him up. You got until I start the next game, or until they're in at least. Here, I'll do you one better. Raise, join Jen. Yeah, you got an MVP to give out? You good for that?
I am, bro. I do, and I think we all know who it's going to.
Yeah, I can assume.
The guy that just came out of nowhere and turned it up game 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Riok. Has to be Riok, right? Yeah.
I can't tell
JK. Oh, no, all of them. Okay.
Yeah, psych.
I was like, wait, pause.
Boys, I would love to do an interview with you, but I got one job, and that's to pick the MVP of the finals.
Oh my days. Honestly, I don't care. At this point, I'm just sweating.
Riok, keep sweating, bro. Keep sweating because you are the MVP of the Ultimate Finals.
Let's go, right?
Look, you get into this game and you think JK is going to be the guy. You think that Mars is going to be the guy. And then Riok, out of nowhere, you turn up. You turn up 4 games straight. And you become the guy, car switch and everything. And you were there. You deserve it, brother.
Thanks. Cheers. Appreciate that.
Congrats, man. I got to tell you, like, first 3 games, I don't know if you heard me casting, it was all JK Frost. I genuinely thought he'd get that MVP, but Jesus Christ, Riok, you, like, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you, like, chugged 4 rock stars in between games, but, like, you completely switched. Like, you were a completely different person playing. I think all 3 of you played amazing. I think that was probably the best finalist series I have ever seen, like, ever casted. And, congratulations to you boys.
Oh, thank you.
And guys, guess what we just did? Guess what we just did?
What's that?
We just knocked out all that biasm from Exotic.
Hey. No, but I will tell you what.
It's a freaking Ray Day right now.
No, I'll tell you what. Who's the GM of the Rays?
I don't even know. Soccer Star, I believe.
Bags, Soccer Star himself.
He is big brain, man, because he won both, what? All-Star and Ultimate?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He's got it.
Can I just say before we go, though, the first 3 games, I agree with you exactly, it was JK Frost, but the whole thing changed because when we had that break, when we had that moment, we said, right, we've got to calm down and we've got to focus on clearances. And it's because of these 2, it's because of Mars, it's because of Frost that I could start playing fast, that I could get into my zone. It's because of their clearances and their passes to me. It's all them. It's a whole team thing.
Of course, yeah.
It was huge speed difference, Riok, and how you played. But Mars did Mars. I was really hoping Game 7 Mars was going to show me those mechanics, but he stuck to what he was doing. And then JK, I could definitely tell JK kind of, went back and said, look, guys, not every time does the number 1 guy on your team have to be number 1. And, I mean, that's just huge, props to you, JK, for not having to sit there and this is the finals, guys. I got to show out. Good job on just being able to sit back and let your teammates just take it when you know that teammate's hot. Riak, you played mad faster than the last 4 games. Went, I think 2 games in a Dom, switched it up, and then went even crazier in the Octane. You guys were doing insane.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
On to the next one.
I was
Kick
gonna
him
say,
out.
on that note, we got a whole nother thing to do here.
Kick him out. Get him out of here.
We'll kick him out. I need 2 seconds to reset the stream. I'm gonna toss you guys.
I guess keep him
2
in for 2
overtime.
seconds.
No, for 2 seconds. I am gonna toss you guys 2 in intermission. We'll be back in literally 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Then we will do it. Dude, keep talking to me, though. Keep talking, though. I want to hear everything you liked about last game.
Dude, I did. I Exotic was hyping me up for the race, bro. Like, his bias, I was like, I kept wanting to watch the Rays just go in there and just knock it down. I was like, yes. Like, I was like, go for it. When he was like, oh, all these goals the Rays are scoring are pretty easy saves. They're just like open nets. I was like, these boys have been working for them. Keep going. Dude, that whole game had me so excited, bro. Like, the Minutemen's pressure is insane. Like, their pressure is insane. If they hit the ball right every now and then, you know, on that pressure, and I know it sounds very cliche, that ball goes in the net because that pressure was so tight and it was just consistent. Boost steals, demos, and they just kept the ball in their possession. They just could not find the net at the right times, and it was allowing easy clears. And then, you know, you get to Tampa would come down and start throwing that pressure, and then Tampa would find that same, you know, same opportunity, and they would, or Tampa, my bad, bro. I'm over here thinking baseball. My bad, guys.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm over here thinking baseball. But the Rays, you know, they'd find the opportunity and they would go crazy with it.
Absolutely. Henny, just so that you know, our Contender game is playing right now. They are live on the stream. You have the invite whenever you are ready, unless you're already in the game.
Oh, no, I'm not. I did not. I was waiting for you to put us in there. My bad,
You're
bro.
good. So
I'm doing it right now.
I was going to say, just by party, but these guys were supposed to start their finals game at 9:30. They're a bit delayed. We just want to get them right back on track. But these are our Contender guys, and I'm actually so hyped that we are ending our season of threes in Contender. I mean, it only seems right. We've got all this crazy action we've already seen.
We got a Rule 1 going right now.
Wait, where?
Oh, they broke it.
Oh!
He broke it.
I need to know who broke it.
Immune broke the Rule 1.
I don't like that. I certainly
I don't like it either, bro.
That's a big
finals.
Yeah.
You stay in that Rule 1. You let it become a 2v2. Because guess what? If you let that become a 2v2, I have a feeling Phenom's taking that, putting in the goal.
I 100% agree with you. Let's take a peek at both these rosters, right? The Angels are going to look like Immune Limit, Mr. Phenom, and LGG. And these guys, we know them. They're on the esports team. These guys are always putting in the work. They're the Washington Angels of Contender. On the opposing side, though, we've got the Arizona Scorpions, and if you guys don't already know them, this is Ben Pye's Contender team, the Arizona Scorpions GM, the stats director, the director of URL, and he's got on his team, he's got King Bison, Flashy, and Hash, Nomex, Hash, the Unholy, and you look at these guys play and what they're able to do, you're going to be able to see a lot.
Yeah, bro, I'm riding out here right now with the Angels on this one. I'm going with Phenom and LG, bro. That's the team I'm taking right now. I think it's going to be the better team out of these, and I'm putting a lot of trust and faith in Phenom on this one.
I think that's a smart move. I mean, given how much they have practiced, given how much they have prepared for this moment, there's been a lot of time and effort put in, and ultimately, preparing for this moment comes with a lot more too. You prepare for everything else you do, for the games that you play. In a sense, you're getting better. They have gotten a lot better, even just in this whole entire time of being able to play with each other as a team. They look completely different. Even if these two teams played at one point, which I think they did during the regular season, I couldn't tell you who won or if that game is even still relevant, just because of how much these teams have changed and how much they've done.
See Phenom right there, just coming back with the nice disruptive play, demo him off ball. His teammates got to get there on that ball fast and just pop it up and get him the goal. But Phenom's gonna be the difference maker here. He's a very smart Contender player. He knows what he's doing and he's getting
right.
It. I'm kind of wondering what LG is gonna do, because this guy's out here in the Dominus. Like, you don't really find Contenders out in the Dominus, but Flashy just said, "I'm here."
Seriously, Flashy has arrived on the scene, and excuse my pun, but in a rather flashy way. What a double! That's the Contender double. That's been the crowned move throughout this Contender season. Watching everybody hit their own double, their own version of it in Contender, it's been entertaining. LGG though, I do want to answer that question. In the Dominus, he's done some pretty crazy stuff. He's had his own rendition of the Contender, double tap. He's done just about everything he's needed to with it. LGG not able to make any sort of save there. It's going to be King Bison, the Executioner, who's gonna find goal number 2 for the Scorpions. Angels,
You know, it's
comeback
crazy, man. It's crazy going from the last series we just watched, just watching this, because I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, save it, save it, save it. Like, you guys have so much time. But then I have to remember, it's slower. It's not going to be as fast. It's not going to be so pressure heavy. Like, these guys are not going to make good clears, and they're not going to make the best saves like we just watched in the last series. So, like, you know, I'm still carrying that last series energy. And I just want to see one of these contender teams play faster than a contender. I want to see them play all-star like.
Right, and you know, I think that's what we end up seeing later on in the series. You know, these are still 2 teams that are figuring each other out, that, you know, randomly were kind of just told to join up by me. You know what I mean? They had no idea when they were starting. If you know, this was their choice, they would have started almost an hour ago. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to, you know, what kind of factors we're working with too. But I think on any other given day, you know, this is the exact same situation. These guys are figuring each other out. The Scorpions have found a couple of really nice touches, some good passing, but really, you know, we know that both of these teams are capable of playing at that faster level. Those higher, you know, brain movements, those higher actions, you know, we're going to see them. I just don't think they've come in yet. 22 seconds left in this game, plenty of time, but at the same time, you know, this is probably, you know, what game 2 is going to have to look like.
It's game 1. You know, it's fine. You can take an L game 1, figure it out. You know, if I'm talking to the Angels on this, you know, if I'm talking to them, I'm telling them, hey, guys, it's all right. Relax a little bit. Stop trying to fly around too much. You know, get in position and just wait. You know, the shots were not that hard to save. It was just a little out of position. Do your best to get in position. Yeah, you know, we're at Contender. The team with the best positioning and rotation is going to be the team that wins.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it any better myself, to be honest. I think you're 100% right about that factor. I think the other factor we have to take into consideration is that, you know, in addition, you know, this is you know, Contender. Anybody pops off on any given day. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean one thing or another. It means, you know, that one team is playing a good game 1, and we're gonna see the next team pop off in game 2. You know what I mean? If this is truly going to be that back and forth battle we think it's going to be, I think we could take this one to game 7. I think it's certainly possible. This one,
I definitely think.
Right.
I think we got you know, at least a 40 to 50% chance that we go to game 7. And that's pretty high. That's pretty high when you know, you always stack teams. But I'm guessing a 40-50% chance that we hit a game 7. But I think, you know, we're looking at a game 6 minimum.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, Phenom is going to find his way. He's going to find his way. You know, Dak's been coaching these boys up. Dak knows what he's doing. And if they just take in, you know, what Dak says, and if Dak's in there right now working with them, dude, they're already making changes. If Dak's there talking to him, changes already happening.
Yep.
Dak knows he's going to do his best to lead this team. But, I mean, you do have Flashy, and Flashy's going to be able to, you know, make shit happen on the other side. It's his teammates going to be able to allow him to do it? Or is it going to be Bison? Is it going to be Bison that's going to come into play? Is it going to be, you know, Hashtag that's going to make that big play? Is Flashy going to be able to just sit back and just be, you know, that guy that's there when they need him?
Going to be a big boom downfield. LGG gonna have to take control here. I feel like we haven't really seen a ton of the Angels on the offensive yet. I mean, they've spent a fair amount of time on defense. 2 complete commits. 2 players who still haven't even landed on the ball yet. Phenom gonna take advantage of it. Definitely should not have worked. But I think if you're immune here, you know, just making sure that you're in the right place at the right time, knowing how LGG and Phenom want to play. You know, these guys are certainly able to make the plays that they want, but you know, Immune comes in as that third factor. Can Immune come in and support these two the way that they want to be supported? And if not, you know, how are they going to support Immune?
Right. No, it's definitely, you know, Immune's going to be the big factor on this one, right? Like, we don't know too much about him. At least I don't. So he's the big factor. Like, is he going to be that guy, or is he going to sit back and make sure that he can allow his teammate to be those guys? You know, instead of just him, they're going to be they. You know, it's a lot. I think we're really counting on Immune right here for the Angels. But then you look on the other side, and you do got 3 good players on the other side that can all just, you know, take control. But again, it's you know, like we were just talking with JK. JK knew he's not having the greatest series, so what did he do? He stopped trying to, you know, stop trying to be that number 1 guy. Do the contenders do that? Do they know that, you know, it's all right to back off? Do they let one of their players just go crazy? Here goes Phenom. And the demos. All he needed was that last touch. The demos were perfect. Phenom should have turned right there. Immune's going though. Immune's high. Phenom's there to get it. Dude, the demos in net. I know this is a Dak thing right here. If you are rotating out, get the demo in net. Why? Because that happens. It's very easy at this level to make plays and get demos because they're not going to be watching them.
They're never going to be watching them, but I'll tell you right now, one demo turns your entire team into frantic mode. You know, as a contender, you know, you're not entirely sure where that demo's coming out. And we talk about the demo. This is not even a demo here. It's just a great touch from Phenom right here in the corner. It's actually off of a 50 with Hash. And that matchup's been brewing for a little bit. The Phenom and Hash, I'm excited for that one. But ultimately, it's a great look from the Angels, who now have the 2 that the Scorpions had last game. So again, you know, it's not really like one team's doing any better than another. One team, oh no, wow. Okay, now the Angels are doing technically better than the Scorpions because they've got 3. But again, you know, it's these teams figuring each other out, and a great couple of 50s from the Angels.
Bro, you know the one thing I love about, you know, watching higher gameplay to this lower gameplay, right? Is you will actually watch a lot more carries and a lot more, like, you know, trying to dribble on ground in 3s at a lower gameplay than you do at the higher gameplay.
Yeah, and LCG gonna turn up the score in here. He wants one of his own. He
Gets
says
a nice
Phenom, no way. Absolutely. Just a great play overall.
Yes, that was a very good play by him. Gets the bump, bumps him out to the corner, allows for an easy shot, puts it in. That's why he's in the dominance. Big body the ball. Phenom going a little too fast up the wall, kind of misses the angle. Immune's gonna make a good turn. If he would have got under that ball just right, that would have been a goal. Good bump again. Immune's got to pass it back. Not the pass he's looking for, but Phenom's there to send it mid. Gets blocked. Immune's going to take the ball up the wall. But he's going to get challenged right here. Bison had a really good shot right there. He had a really good opportunity. Good control.
Big movement from the Angels. They're moving the ball a lot better than they did last game. You can see that their rotations are tighter. You can see more of what they're doing. You know, I really, really, really like how they've adapted and changed. I'm just willing to. I need to see that the Scorpions are going to do that next game. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Scorpions' biggest problem is they're trying to control the ball on the ground. They're trying to do dribbles, and they're getting beat. Like, you know, they're doing it more than the Angels are, and the Angels are really just throwing the ball up there, and they're trying to chase for it. They're just hitting it. They're trying to chase for it. Guys, hit the ball out of the air. Put it in the net out of the air. Then you got, you know, the Scorpions right now. They're just trying to control it. They're trying to, you know, keep it on the ground and do some, you know, good flicks and stuff. It's 3s. This is not 2s. It's okay to just throw the ball away, especially at Contender. It's okay. Just beat them to the ball.
Right. I mean, the follow-up is huge, and usually, you know, with how spread out you are, you've got another player ready to go on that ball. Just like right here, like we were just talking about, it's Phenom who gave that off to Immune, but, you know, that touchdown is always huge.
Boom.
LGG finds another one. Let's go.
See, they're not trying to control the ball on the ground, you know, keep it so close to them. They're willing to hit the ball out and then go chase it down, and you know, it's working for them. You can't do it. I mean, if you look at the higher gameplay, when you start looking up there, there's not many people sitting there holding that ball on the ground. That ball is flying more than it is rolling.
Oh, well, we got an opportunity. There you go.
That's one. They need that one. Flashy needs that one. Now maybe he's gonna start getting rolling. Got a little goal. Great pass by Bison to put it off the wall.
Hold on. There's no way that that's Flashy. That's Flashy. That's not Nell. This is not even a shot. I'm sorry. I'll ask him that if we see him in the post-game interview. But 5-1, 40 seconds left to go. You got to look at this one here.
What a redirect! Oh my gosh! I thought it was about to go. That was about to be clip of the week. On clip of the week, not
Contender.
the clip of the week, but on of it.
Listen, speak for yourself. It very well could have been clip of the week on clip of the week.
It could have. It could have. That was a nice redirect.
Huge touch out. The Angels still shooting. Flashy going to take control of this one, push it over to the side. Take another 50 again. And, you know, same thing that we were telling the Angels last game. This one is done and over. Go next. GG's. We'll see you next time. But ultimately...
No, Immune's not done. Immune's not done. He said, let me get a flip reset real quick. And, I'm not the best at them, but I'm going to try.
Listen,
we're up 5-1. Let me try.
There's no better time to try than in-game against real opponents who you know you can clip on, who you have clipped on before. That's a great, you know, use of opportunity, use of time. But again, you know, you look at these stats. The stats for the Angels, you know, everybody's doing everything right now. The Scorpions are kind of doing the same thing, just at a lesser, you know, area, I guess.
It's crazy, man, because like right there, you see Phenom at the top of the board. But how much are you actually seeing Phenom, you know, really be aggressive or anything? Phenom's really playing a third man that's getting up there, getting those, you know, goals. He's taking them saves. You know, he's pushing the ball. Like, he's not really being aggressive. He's not being their number one scorer. He's letting LGG and Immune get up there and make those plays. He's just a cleanup crew. He's the janitor.
Yeah, and that's been his role, you know, the majority of the season. You know, even it's rare to see it's rare to see a contender player who can actually do that. You know, have the patience, have the fortitude to just sit there and wait. You know, we see so many contenders who will just run and go. And to be honest with you, we see so many champ twos like myself who just run and go. I can't do half the things that Phenom does on defense. And to play support like that, it's really difficult and really, really impressive to see it kind of done at this rank. But you're right, he's the anchor. He's the one holding everything together here. Yeah,
and I mean, if it makes you feel better, Nolan, neither can SP. SP's very bad at defense. And he's a C3 GC1, and he's very bad at defense.
I guess that means we'll have to go queue after this. Run together in solo, in solitude.
Let's do it. We can, bro.
Huge play.
It is like Phenom, you know, and guys, this is the difference between coaching. This is why people get you some coaching. It's because it's these little things. You know, it's how to stay back. It's how to be that guy that's going to be able to make plays. How to use your brain. Phenom's skill level is not there of a C3 or a GC1. But his mindset, the way he's looking at the game, it's improving. He's getting up there. Now he just has to work on the skill, the speed, and just recognizing that ball. And Phenom will just blossom. But it's the coaching right now. He knows what to look for. He's trying to do it, and he's doing it smart. You know, and he's allowing his teammates just to go, and they keep chasing that ball in the air, and that's what's going to win them this game.
The Scorpions... No, good. Finish up.
I just say, if you've ever doubted coaching, let Phenom be a reason why getting coaching is always good, and even at a contender level, because it will put you ahead. You can always work skill, but it's that mindset. But flashy, fishy.
It's supposed to be flashy. I just think it's an eye.
It is an eye. I know it's not.
Okay. That's what I thought too.
Yeah. But he came in, that's a great, he's chasing the ball in the air and he gets a goal out of it. That's what they have to do. They have to bounce it up. They have to chase the ball in the air. Be the first one to the ball.
Great look here in the middle.
Oh, he should have went so much faster.
Yep. It's so much sooner too. I mean, he had a ton of time.
That's what I'm saying. He should have just went much sooner. Wow.
What is that? That's fantastic. That's gotta be.
Clip that. Someone please clip that.
We got it. We can clip it after the stream. But my goodness, how long did that happen?
What a redirect into a pass, into an own net. We got to put that one on there. We've got to have one. No, you didn't.
I had the no you didn't last week, and I'll be honest, it feels good to get the no you didn't. But I don't even know if that's the one. I think we had one earlier that was like of similar caliber. We'll take a peek at him. We might have you guys vote on him next Cram's Corner. That could be interesting.
Oh, we could definitely do that.
Big pickup here from Flashy. Phenom. Let's send this one right back down. Nobody there. Oh, LGG almost had it. That was almost ridiculous. I want to talk about Immune here too a little bit. You know, there's so much chemistry, you know, that we talked about between Phenom and LGG. Where does Immune kind of fall into that, you know, rotation, into that category? I think he's found his, you know, spot, and I feel like it's really kind of rotating wherever he needs to go. It's not necessarily one, you know, spot. It's usually a third man and Phenom goes up, but you know, the trust to leave one guy behind when you've got your two, you know, big players up, like that's big. That's a lot of props for Immune to kind of understand as well.
Yeah, and honestly, brother, I mean, like I said, I really do think it's like he's able to do what he does because Phenom allows LG and Immune to really push that ball. And that's great to have. Like, when you have a player that's like, guys, go for it. Be aggressive. It just is, it's going to open these guys up. It's going to make them more confident. It's going to make them go for them shots. And that's kind of his thing. Is like, man, push the ball, be aggressive, and do what you can. It's all right. And he's making great touches, man. But LG, I'm sorry, I'm stuck on LG because he is the most confident person on this field right now.
Bro, let me ask you another question too.
Wow.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful work right there.
What a double by Phenom.
But let me at least give you a piece of information here, right? LGG is like a 9 salary. Like, he's not even like near the top of this like bracket, which is why it's so crazy.
Yes, because he's not afraid. He literally is not afraid to chase after that ball, and it's working for him. He might not be making all the touches that, you're like, oh, you should have hit that. And you're telling me he's a 9 sal. I get it now. But he's not afraid.
No. Listen, he's a 9 sal. He's a 9 sal who's now like a severely improved player. I don't want to, put him as a 9 sal right now. But I'm just saying, this is a corn dog situation. He put in the time and started off lower, and he's got a full-on final result, just like corn dog, or potentially May, that will kind of show that result is a real thing. If coaching, you guys don't believe in coaching, this is the prime team, and I know Henry already said it, but this is another reason as to why you should go get some coaching. Oh, almost an opportunity.
As we're talking about him, he was about to do it again. I'm like, honestly, like, I'm loving this. I'm loving this Dak product right now because these boys are not scared. They're playing pretty smart. Like, I'm not watching a bunch of double teams or double commits come from, the Angels at all. It is honestly shocking. Look at Immune. You ask what his position is, bro. Go get the ball, score. And he does just that.
And it's a great touch, too. Reads the angle.
But can we talk about LG goes in there again for the demo and the bump. On the rotation out, he's going for it. He's opening that net. He said, I'm in the dominance for a reason. I'm going to touch you. I'm going to reach you.
Absolutely. I think you're absolutely right in that regard. I do want to take a second here. We've been talking a ton about the Angels, and there's just been a ton to talk about. I don't want to disregard the Scorpions here. I feel like the Scorpions, they need to figure it out. Little bump swifts like that. The Angels are full on shooting right now, and I'm waiting for the Scorpions to give me an opportunity, a reason. Because again, that should be a goal from the Angels if somebody's nearby and close to that. The Scorpions need to take into effect what they have seen the past 2 games, and they've got to take one massive step forward in really analyzing how they want to move forward.
Biggest thing I think they need to do, right? So I'm watching the Angels. There's a lot of times the Angels should be able to score. But what they're doing is they're playing 2 up and 1 deep, which is leaving opportunity for a big clear. So the Scorpions need to clear that ball, and somebody needs to be down there to receive it and put yourself into a counterattack situation. Just bounce it off the backboard, have one of your teammates. This is Contender. They can't make the easiest, it's not the easiest thing to make a save on the comeback.
Right.
It's not easy to get up in the air and be like, I'm going to bounce this off backboard and whatnot. Put yourself in the opportunity to start getting some counterattacks going. Clear the ball out, make that third man get on the ball, and then, play the 50, play his touch, force him out of being in front of that net, and you open yourself up to more opportunities to score. But right now, they're playing very passive. They're almost playing scared, and they can't do that. You have to be aggressive. You guys are down 2-0. This is the game where you go in there and you be aggressive. Game 3, just be aggressive, see if it works out, live to see another day on Game 4.
Well, Game 4 it is, and this is a big one because if the Angels end up steering away 2 games ahead of the Scorpions. I know you just talked about it, but again, it's a scary thought right here, especially, giving the Angels an even bigger advantage. Never a good idea. If you're the Scorpions here, you need to do just about everything in your power to win this game, and if you don't come away with it, I don't know what to tell you. Hash is where my eyes go, right? Hashtag has been one hell of a player this season long. Don't want to discount
right
Flashy.
there. There it is. This is what we're talking about right there.
Right.
That is the kind of that's the kind of pressure you have to put on. You just got to make those shots count.
And if we see a couple more of those, I think they'll be in a good position. I feel like we need to up the offense. That's it.
Yes, definitely. You got to stop being passive, stop being scared. I love these situations. Like sometimes when you go down 2-0, bro, like to me it's like the best thing for a team because it makes you want to thrive. It makes you want to go. Like if you let it mentally break you down, like, oh, we're down 2-0. Now if you take that into account, dude, we're down 2-0. Let's get it. Let's go now, dude. That could be the momentum swing. Like once you really sit there and say, yo, it's time. Let's go, boys, and you guys just go for it. And you just start being aggressive, you might just find your stride, find that rhythm. Look, they already got Flashy going for the demo. Like they're trying, they're keeping the pressure tight. They are putting these boys in a blender right now.
LGG gonna get it around 1. It doesn't. I think the Scorpions, the first thing that they need to do is take a second.
The flip reset.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna shut my mouth right up right here. King Bison. Opportunity on the ball, and there it is. Hash takes it. We saw a little mechanic. We saw a little razzle dazzle from the Scorpions. But I'll be honest with you, that's not a great touch from LGG. That's a great read from Hash to get that out, and that's great work from the Scorpions.
Yeah, they're closing that rotation. They're pushing the ball, and they're being aggressive. They know that this is a pivotal game. They have to get this one back. So be aggressive. Go for it, boys. And that's what they're doing. They've put pressure on the Angels more than the Angels have seen in the last 2 games, and they're not reacting really well to it.
Beautiful touch here from LGG. Gonna get the bounce. King Bison actually ends up getting there. It's gonna have to be a massive clear from Flashy. I told you earlier that my eyes turned to Hash.
There we go.
Hash with another
There we
one.
go.
Listen. We talked about it earlier. We said it. You know what? Everybody gets an Olin goal. That's just what happens. Immune's gonna make it look beautiful here. Little redirect into the net, going a million miles an hour.
What did I say before this? Counterattacks. What they just do?
They turned it on.
What just happened?
They got themselves a nice glass of counterattack.
They did. Flashy sister says, yo, 2 just committed. Let me clear it out. Hash says, there's only 1 for me to be. I can do this. The Scorpions play like this, bro. We're going to a game 7. And we'll take another one. Great bump. We'll take another one, he said. Bump me again. Better demo me next time.
Uh-oh. Yeah, seriously, that's a massive help from Immune. He doesn't mean to do it. He means to get the demo, but part of me thinks, this is from an own goal perspective, part of me thinks that you go through that demo either way, and you're probably going to get that goal on your own either way. You know what I mean?
You just gotta hope that you're going faster than that, so you can put it off the back.
No, it doesn't matter. At that point, it doesn't matter. I've seen it a million times. I can tell you exactly what's gonna happen right there.
I know you can. If there's anybody that can tell me, I'm gonna take your word for it.
That's definitely going in either way. There's nothing you can do there. It's a poor time to choose to demo, but there's not a lot you can do. Under half a game left to go here. The Scorpions have turned it up. The Angels, with really no answers, they get the occasional play past the defender, but there's not a whole lot of follow-up. It just seems like the Scorpions have found a whole lot of those lanes faster than... Yeah, what's up?
We just got a massive raid, brother.
Oh, yo.
MLES Sports GG. We appreciate you guys.
MLE.
Welcome
Thank
into
you, sir.
URL.
Absolutely.
Welcome into URL. We are in our Contender finals right now, so if you guys want to stick around and enjoy it, we are having some good games going on right now. Right now, the team that's winning is down 2-0, but they have turned it up. They've got pressure. They're tightening their rotations, and they're putting these boys in the blender, and they're making opportunities count. It looks like we're going to end up going to a 2-1 series, and it could be a big potential swing right now.
Oh, big
MLE, we definitely appreciate you guys. We got 80 people in here right now watching Contenders. We love it.
Dude, Contender's the
love
best.
it.
Contender's literally the best. You guys could not have chosen to come in here at a better time or had somebody else choose to come in here at a better time. It's Flashy. He finds his second of the game and the fourth overall
Flashy's
here.
turning it up. He is turning it up.
My goodness. Sparks of brilliance, flashes, if you will. But still, the crazy gameplay from the Scorpions. The Angels,
Fun guy.
they got to find something. The Angels have nothing right now.
Dude, it's the quickness, man. They were thriving off being the quicker team. Scorpions are coming in, and they're here. Here comes another one. Great save by Phenom, but they're still on it. And, dude, they have not been playing, they've not played on the ground as much. They've been playing to chase the ball, go up for it. But
There
we
you
got
go.
Phenom right there. Put one in there.
Now, I don't know if you're focusing all your energy into trying to, bring this game back. I mean, you definitely have some time. If you're able to get a couple more, you make the decision.
This is Contender. 48 seconds
There's a
can
lot
turn
of
this
time.
whole game around.
That's fair enough.
So I do want to say right now, guys, for everybody that came in and sticking around for the raid, right now we're looking at Contender. This is like what, all the way up to C1, Nolan. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is like
Yep.
C1 and below. 3s, 2s gameplay right now. So it's not the highest skill level gameplay, but it's the funnest.
Absolutely. The most entertaining by a mile. You're not going to get this action anywhere else. Where else are you going to find a player who may or may not pull out a flip reset right before your eyes? At those higher levels, you just know they're going to do it. But here, you get to see everything for what it is. And for what this is now, we've got 10 seconds left on the clock. Flashy going to take this one over the edge. LGG going to see if he can do anything else here. Decides to bring it back to his own side. Hash not able to find the goal.
That was weird. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what's going through LGG's mind, but that was a little weird.
Maybe he's just trying to slam it
almost
down.
worked out.
I don't know.
But this is, that was a pivotal game for the Scorpions. The Scorpions needed that one. Now they got some momentum. They got some mojo going on. You go to game 3 playing that same way. Guys, we just went 4-1 after getting dominated the last 2 games. Let's keep this mojo. Let's go back into it the same way. Let's execute. Let's take this to 2-2, and then we bounce back. We take game what? Game 5?
Game 4.
Yeah, so you get game 4 here, 2-2. You go win game 5, and now we're looking good. Now the Angels are on their toes. Like, that was a huge turnaround, pivotal turning point for the Scorpions. Can they capitalize on it though? Because right now there's a minute break. And the Angels can just talk it out.
Right.
They talk it out. Hey guys, we're playing a little too slow. We're allowing too much pressure. We need to pick it back up. We got to play a little bit faster. We need to start challenging Flashy more. Anytime he's on the ball, go for the demo, go for the instant challenge, get him off the ball as fast as possible. And now you're really opening up that game, and it becomes more in favor of the Angels again.
I mean, is it just going to be this back and forth the whole time? I know we've seen the Angels, they took game 2 and 3. Scorpions have 1 and 4 now. So it's one of those things where, we're bouncing really all over the place as we kind of go here.
Hold on, isn't this game 4 right here?
This is game 5. We've got 2 for the Scorpions. Remember, they won game 1, 2-0. Angels took the next 2, and Scorpions just took the other one. So this is
right.
This is game 5.
Dude, I'm over here trying to push I'm over here trying to push another game.
Dude, listen, I want this to go to game 7. You know that this has the workings to go to game 7. You know it will.
What a shot.
Beyond the holy. You know something about being on holy, or the holy one. There's a lot of holy here.
The holy one.
The holy one. My fault. You're on holy at the game. But Hash gonna sling this one in, and my goodness, is he holy.
Like Ben Pye just said, Hash turned into Undertaker and threw Mankind off the Hell in a Cell in 1998. Thank you, Ben Pye.
Uh-oh. Could have been a real bad there.
Immune turned back on that. Immune just with the missed opportunity right there to keep that ball really in a good spot.
Where's Phenom been? I feel like we haven't seen a whole lot of Phenom quite yet.
No, he's got to turn up, but he just actually went by. That was a great whip by Phenom.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
LGG.
LG.
Oh, and there it is. Finds the slot.
And there we are, guys. There we are. Welcome back to Contender. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Welcome to Contender.
Welcome to Game 5. Welcome to LGG's world. We're all just living in it. But ultimately, that goal, gonna go well for the Angels. It means they've got one to work with now. They've got to keep pushing. They've got to just make sure that the Scorpions, you know, don't set up, don't get comfortable. I think that was the big thing last game where they kind of fell short. LGG going to try to look at that again. Scorpions able to make the play down the field, and the Scorpions, you know, again, we've seen a surmountable increase of offense.
Oh.
Welcome to Contender, everybody.
God, we love it. We love it, though. What's LGG going to do? Light little touch center. Ooh, Bison's going to put it off to the right on accident, but he centers it back out. It gets cleared. Flashy's there. He's going to take it to the left side. LGG's going to get on there, bank it down the field. And he's going to stay on it and get a good 50. But now we're looking at a counterattack, but never mind. Phenom said, we're not letting you get that counterattack. Take a demo instead.
And
we got a limit. We got limit on there.
Wow.
He says, you cannot limit me. I will not be held. I am immune to your defense.
Dude said when they see stop signs, when you see yields, you're not stopping. That's just immune.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not stop either. I just keep rolling. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I look at a stop sign like it is a yield sign. I do a rolling stop and that's it.
No.
But Flashy said, "All right, guys, if you're gonna miss the ball, I will hit it."
Seriously.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
Oh, with
My
the
goodness.
little pinch in there. We had 4 whiffs. That ball just bounces.
Flashy picks it out, it smacks it home, and sends it.
You know what it looks
in.
like, bro? It looks like when you got like a bunch of puppies and they're trying to like jump for the first time, and you're like
Oh,
trying
I
to
know
teach
exactly
them.
what you mean. Yup.
And you're like, you got the trade up, and they're all just like jumping and flopping on their back and stuff like
Yup.
that. So you have to drop it down a little bit more. That's what we just saw right there.
No, you're absolutely right. We're not seeing that one again. These dogs growing up just a little bit. Uh-oh.
A view with a good save. No, that's dangerous.
I feel like we're just there's not consistency yet. It's one player that gets a great play followed up by another great play from the other team, and that's exactly what we just saw here. It's going to be a nice little touch off. Gonna be left for Phenom. Phenom going to be awkward. LGG decides to take. And the Scorpions have just, I feel like they've been faster this game. The Angels need to pick up the pace a little bit.
They're playing a defensive game. I think they're trying to go more into a counterattack. I'm kind of thinking that they know that skill level, that the Scorpions might just be a little bit better skill level. So they're kind of sitting back waiting for them to throw that double commit, throw that, you know, like commit onto the ball right in front of the net with the whiff, and take opportunities. They're looking for opportunities, and it could work out. Like, we're at Contender. It can work out really well if you play that way.
Well, they're definitely looking for every opportunity that they can take right now. And it's both teams too. You know, this is, you got to remember. Let's talk about this one thing too. We are in game 5. You got to remember how big of a game this is. Whoever wins is on match point, and whoever wins, you know, next game, or whoever, you know, gets the 4 first is your winner. You know, we're literally looking at what could end up being the last 5 minutes of one of these teams' seasons.
Oh no!
Oh,
what?
What?
Another
The
one.
puppies, dude. They're the puppies. Go right back to it. The puppies are all wagging their tails. They just want the treat, and they're all just going for it. They don't care what it means to get there. Shot here from Immune, saved away by Hash, and again, same manner. This is going to be awkward here. Flashy can do something with it. Goes for the fake challenge.
Oh, wow.
King Bison up the wall.
I'm surprised he went for the fake challenge with all that boost. I still would have went for the 50 and tried pushing it towards my teammate.
Definitely an awkward touch, but again, you know, it's Contender. I don't know that I have an explanation for you. That's just about it.
He's there to clear it down the field. Hashtag's on. He's going to grab the boost. He's going to try clearing it out. Not the best touch, but he gets down there. Immune's on the ball, and he's just going to get off of it. Let's see what we got. Phenom's up. LG's up.
Oh, there's always one back.
Yeah, now we're starting to get to the valleys, man. We're starting to value the ball a little bit more now.
Mm-hmm. Big potential here. Immune gets it in front of one.
No one's there. Phenom's got to commit to that. You've got to know. Game's on the line, bro. All you have to do is just put that in. LGG, I'm here.
LGG.
He says, dominance, boys. It's the dominance. I'm here for a reason. What a goal.
Wow.
What a goal. Pat yourself on the back right there, LGG.
And talk about the clutch, too. 6 seconds. I mean, could
Very
have come at a
clutch,
better
bro.
time. LGG looking like he might even have
But
another
can
one.
Bison keep it up? Bison keeps it up. Flashy's got to hit it back.
Uh-oh.
Not what he's looking for. Flashy had to commit right there. He should not have been his teammate. Flashy should have went for it, put it up in the air, bounce it up. Great game. Great game. But we are Angels 3, Scorpions 2. Do the Scorpions answer back?
They need
Dude,
to.
look at all these shots, man. Look at all these shots and saves, bro. Where's the midfield play, guys? Timeout. We are going to take a timeout. Scorpions are going to take it and talk it over. So we got basically 2 minutes, guys, is what we give them for a timeout. You get the full 60-second rundown, and then you get another minute added on to that. But, Nolan, what are we seeing?
I mean, we're seeing a really kind of crazy display of what Contender really is right now. And I think the Angels, are working on their mechanics a little bit more and their rotation as well. We're not working on them, working them into their play. My apologies. Yes. More than the Scorpions are right now. But the Scorpions are really kind of starting to do it too. So it's one of those, who's going to pop off right now? Who's going to have the better day? Who's going to have the better game? And what is that really going to look like? And we don't know that
Flashy
yet.
Flashy has to be the number one guy. Flashy needs to go up and be the number one guy. He knows they're going to key in on him. Flashy, you have to go, bro. You have to make plays happen, open your teammates up. Even if they're going to sit there and try demo chasing you, you're going to open the field up by that. So get aggressive. Have your teammates kind of sit back, wait for that ball to come, and then put it in the net. Make the Angels key you and start going for the demos and going for those double teams and allow your teammates 2v1s, 1v1s, and see if they could win the game that way. Now, I have a question for everybody in chat right now. I'm looking at, we got 54 people.
Yep.
54 people in chat.
Wow.
Guys, I need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you think the Scorpions are going to take Game 6. Thumbs down if you think they're not. Let's see what we roll with. I personally think the Scorpions take Game 6. I'm a thumbs up.
Oh.
I think they turn it up here and we go to Game 7.
See, I personally believe that we are going to be seeing an Angels closeout here. It's my luck with the guys and everything that they've done. Listen, I'm going against you, though. That's just what we do. You know what I mean? Naturally, we just choose against each other, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Well, I just feel like we have to, but it's so natural. I'm right here.
Yes, it is. But we got a couple thumbs up right now, Nolan. We got a couple thumbs up. I think I think it is. I think we're going to a Game 7.
Oh,
just like that. Wow. Puppies.
Please, dude. Seriously, somebody get a puppy emote in this chat right here. Uh-oh, lots of whips,
More
lots
puppies.
of puppies. Huge play from Phenom, not going to be able to cut it. Hash gets the save.
Great little, block by Flashy, not allowing Phenom to keep on going. Phenom gets down there, that's in the net.
Just a general reminder before we get too far into this game. If the Angels win this game, it's over. They win the finals. Scorpions need to take this game. Scorpions need to win it, and not even just win it, but you really own it too.
They need to have a demoralizing game right here. Because we go to Game 7, I do have a good feeling that Angels are going to be on top of Game 7.
Sure.
But I need to see a Game 6 win, and I need to see it, a dominating Game 6 win. You got to stop being the puppies in front of the net.
Yeah. And, I think that's one thing that, as a Contender player, it's kind of hard to see.
Cut it. Oh, he's not going to cut it. He's going to take it off the wall, try passing it down.
Didn't work out.
Right there, you got to go once player mode and just cut that ball right in the net, put it on, force them to hit it mid, and then let your teammate clean it up.
Immune gonna have an opportunity here, cleared away by King Bison, right into the hands of LGG, who taps it back. This volley gonna happen here. LGG no touch, gets the 50.
LGG breaking
breaks
it.
Hey, I'm gonna have to have a serious talk with my Angels after this. I am not happy with that performance.
That is
That's Dak, by
times.
the way. Dak's definitely telling them to do that.
That is 2 times of breaking rule once.
Wow. I might have to forfeit these boys for a game or two. My goodness, not okay, gentlemen. But Phenom sees the open net and he says, you know what, I'll cash in here if nobody else will. Everybody, look at me. And that's just what he does.
Just look at this. We've got one in net, but he just
Not
trusts
in
his
net.
teammate too much. Stay in the net, Flash. Stay, because you just gave him the goal.
It's all good. It's all good. LGG gonna have an opportunity here. Little 50 from Hash. Again, I wanna. My eyes go to Flashy. My eyes go to Hash. King Bison, he's been this midfield presence too. I want to see him get more involved, start that pass off, and then watch Hash or Flashy, take it off the head. You know what I mean? Like, these guys need to start executing these plays. The comms better be huge right now.
Yeah, they need to tighten it up. They got to tighten it up, and they got to start playing together. There we go, Flash. They're both up. Double commit. This could be the one.
Oh, LGG was just on the
LGG
wall
standing
too.
strong. He's standing strong right there in the net. That's a great play by LGG. Flash, you got boost. You can beat Phenom. He gets bumped. Limit says it's all right. I'm there. Not the best clear out by Hashtag, but he gets even the better touch off the wall. Slightly on the right side of the post.
Big demo. Hold on. Opportunity here. Nobody going to be there to convert. Nobody back either. So LGG is going to have a shot here. Can Flashy save it? Flashy can't get there. The Angels are up by 2. LGG finds
This is scary for the Scorpions. Good thing I put my money on Angels.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Listen, Henny, naturally, we just happen to agree, sir. We're so similar. These things just happen. But no, honest to God, it really is. It really is just going to end up being, a bloodbath here. This Angels team has continued to just batter it on. All the pressure, the consistency has been massive. The Scorpions.
Oh, it's an opportunity. Please
to
score
get
it.
There it is. There
what
it is.
a
Yes, sir.
shot. Oh my God, King Bison scores this. But please watch this. This was Hash. Hash really puts it in there. Bison just is there for it. Hash, what a play. I know Bison took that goal, but what a play, bro. Little risky for you to go for it, but you worked it out.
And dude, Hash and Flashy, we keep talking about it. When are we going to see another goal from them? But that's that ultimate, connection right there between the two of them at the very least. I think the only other thing.
You bounced that ball up. Why are you jumping for it, guy?
I think he ran out of boost. May not have realized how much he had, but the boost game is huge.
Boost or space. So, even if you're like, oh, this is an opportunity.
Going to be cleared
no boost,
away.
No, nobody's there. Flash has got to beat. Stay in the net.
Hold on.
Oh,
what a save.
What a save.
What a save. That's definitely
very
one of the
awkward.
clips of the week.
Put himself very awkward and still managed to get the save.
All right, Hen.
Come on, Hash. You got to go.
Hen, we got a minute to win it left for these Scorpions. They've got an opportunity, and they've got to make a million times of it.
Dude, they're making opportunities. They just got to take it. You're making the opportunities for yourself. Take it. Good beat. I know you can't wave dash on the wall yet. That's all right. What a shot. What a save by Phenom. Oh my gosh. Who's there? Who's there? No one's there. See, again, another opportunity. You just got to be there.
Hash gonna get the touch out. Oh, hold on. Flashy. Not able to find this one either. King Bison gonna have to come and keep this in. It's like it's gonna be a big clear. Flashy up. Gonna lay this one down. Phenom gladly gonna take his time on this one. And this is gonna be a last ditch opportunity.
Flashy, you have to.
Oh, this is bad. The
There it
Angels
is.
win the Contender Finals. Wow.
Congratulations, boys.
Wow. Wow.
What a series. That was a very good series. It's not the Game 7. I told you it was going to at least Game 6. But I was really hoping for the Game 7. I really thought the Scorpions could pull it out. Man, they just had so many opportunities and didn't capitalize. I mean, that was the name of that game. That ball was just traveling in front of the net so many times that the Scorpions probably should have been up 5-2. Like, I mean, if they just capitalize, they turn. Like, I wonder sometimes if contenders are too much into the rotation aspect where they just think they have to go back to third instead of making that turn and calling their teammate off for that easy goal. Because that's kind of what it looked like there. It's like, they could have turned and had that goal, but instead they're rotating back to third.
Dak says no rule ones, by the way.
Dak, you
Wow.
are
Scum
you're a
of the
Dak
earth.
right now.
Scum of the
you're
earth.
a Dak head. You're a Dak head for that, bro. We do rule ones. In finals, if you get into rule one, you stick to it.
Dak head.
Freaking Dak head.
The heck, Dak. Anyways, talk about Dak no more. We talk about these three fine gentlemen now. We've got them in chat here. Gentlemen, congratulations. You just won URL.
Thank you. Nolan.
Thank you, sir.
Man.
Wow.
Dude,
Phenom,
we're
I don't want
happy.
to hear anything from you. I want to hear from LGG and Immune. I know you got a lot to say.
I'll
laughing, Phenom.
open the floor to those two guys. Go for
Oh,
it.
man.
Yeah, let's get down first. LGG,
Yes, sir.
the Dominus. Why the Dominus?
So for the past like week or two, man, I've been in it. You know, we've been doing esports. I've just been feeling comfortable. You know, the mechanics. So as long as I can hold those down, you know, I feel like we could win.
So what makes you so confident
My
and just
teammates,
going
man.
for everything? That ball's up in the air. You're going for it.
Phenom's got my back. Immune's got my back. If I whiff, if I miss, they're gonna be there, make a play. You know.
Yeah, you guys whiffed a lot. You guys whiffed a lot.
Yeah.
We definitely called
There's
you
a
out.
lot of whiffing in this series.
I'm super proud though. Super happy with these boys. You know, we worked real hard to get here. It's been a long season, so you know, it's here. We're
You
done.
guys did great. You guys did great. Phenom. I will say, I can definitely tell Dak's coaching is paying off for you, brother. I'm going to say your skill level is not where it should be. But your mental, your mindset, the way you look at the game, the way you analyze it, dude, it is up there. Once your skill catches your mental, you are going to be a great Rocket League player.
Thank you.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
wow.
Like you are, man. You just being back there. You know, you're just showing up here and there. You're pushing the ball when you got to, and you're letting these guys just play freely. Immune, you were the guy. You were the guy to really change this game.
Yeah.
Like you were that deciding factor. What does that mean to you? Like to know that you're the one that's gonna make or break the game. It's got to be a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, and when I mess up, it's very hard. But you just can't let it hold you back and play your game.
Good mindset right there. You guys played great. Is there anything that you guys want to say? You know, any kind of shout outs to the Scorpions? Nolan, do you have any questions?
I mean, listen, these guys, listen, I told two of these gentlemen at the beginning of the season that this was an easy chip, and here we are, so I don't know what else to say.
Shout out three people if I can. I'd like to shout out Nolan for picking us up, Dak for coaching us every single day, you know, and Phenom, you know, for being the best captain man I could ask for, and Immune, you know, number 4, locking down all everything. You know,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Where's mine? Where's mine? Because without me, Dak is not coaching.
That's
me.
true.
I appreciate the East.
Well,
Without me, Dak's not there, guys. Come on now. Let me get a little pride in this. I bet on you guys from the beginning.
Oh man, thank you guys so much.
No, you guys play great. I do have one thing
Oh,
that I
that's
gotta
true.
do. And Nolan, I do need some help because this
Oh.
is a hard one. Because
see?
you have Phenom. I can give
Right.
it to Phenom, but then I can also give it to LGG. But then I can also give it to Immune. But we gotta pick one.
How do you? I see your pain now. I don't know how I can answer a question like that. There's an MVP here, and ultimately at every single glance, it's all three of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every
played well.
game they did something different. It was somebody else doing it. It's hard. You know, Immune was coming in and making great shots when he had to, but then you got LGG,
Right.
you know, going for the ball, making those plays, and he's putting the ball. And you got Phenom playing the third man spot, coming in, being at the top of the board without even seeing him like in the game as much.
Right. I mean, this is like this is an
It's-
all of the above answer sort of thing.
I know, dude. I'm stuck, Nolan. Give me 5 seconds. To
All right.
just-
All right. You take your time. Well, guys, I mean, just before he does that, this actually concludes our 3 season. We're all done with 3s. We got an awards show, and that's it. And we're closing out our 3s season 2. Up next, Two's Season 3. And that was a mouthful earlier. I got it right this
You know
time.
what, Nolan?
What you got,
I
Henny?
think this is what I'm gonna do.
I think we can bend the rules if that's what you're thinking.
I'm not bending the rules.
Okay.
I want to hear from these three, all together,
Oh.
guys. And you guys can be cocky, but who do you think out of you three gets it?
I don't think you'll get a single one of us to answer that, man.
No,
We're-
you guys
we're
got
all
to.
proud of
You
each
guys
other.
got to. I'm dropping
Yep.
all of you
And
off.
if
the
I
floor.
do, I'm out.
Phenom, you're the leader of this team. Who do you believe gets it? And you can say yourself, bro.
I don't know, man. I mean, my two teammates showed up. Like, I got to give it to one of them.
If I'm gonna choose, if I have to choose between those two and not Phenom, I'm gonna go with LGG.
Solid choice. I think you're
I
right on the money
really-
there.
I think LGG in every game he was there. He was doing his things. He made some boneheaded errors. I'm not gonna lie. All you guys did though, it's all right. We all do it. But you played really well, and to start the season off, brother, as a 9 Sal to come into the finals and actually, put in the work that you've done all season, and it paid off. It showed. You were a big force on why you guys scored. That nice scoop and touch right there to close the game out. I think make it 3-2 with like 6-7 seconds left to clutch it up. That's a massive play. So I'm giving it to LGG.
Thank you guys. I appreciate
It's very
it, man.
deserved. It's well deserved.
I appreciate
Dude,
it, man.
You guys are great.
All three of you
yeah.
could have had it, but LGG is yours. So you are definitely, the Hennessy Finals MVP for Contender. You are also in my books at this point as the most improved in the 3 season. But I can't just give that one to you. But I think as a community, after seeing what you did here and knowing where you started, I think you might have an MIP coming your way as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, guys, before you guys talk, the only other thing I have to say is how proud I am. You know what I mean? I sat down with LGG and Phenom at the very beginning of the season before I drafted either one of them, and we tried to figure out who this third was going to be, and ultimately, here we are, new third. But even Dryden, crazy amounts of help to get here. You guys all improved with him at first. Immune took us the rest of the way. But like I said, guys, you guys, 2 stellar players. I know how much work you guys have put in. Everybody knows how much work you guys have put in. This is it. This is what it all culminates to. Phenom told me a while back, he's like, I can see it. It's us versus somebody else in the finals. He's like, but I can see it. And here we are. We saw the vision. We conquered the vision. And you got a chip for it. So super proud of you guys for, doing everything that you guys did. I mean, hell of a season. You guys put on a show for us all. And, you didn't have an easy path to get here either. You played a lot of hard teams who very easily could have been here too. So, again, super proud. You guys have done great. And, I'll stop talking. What do you guys got for us? What do you guys got to say? End the season. Last champ's crown. How you feeling? What do we got?
Before they talk real quick, I would like to say we definitely want to thank Dryden too. Dryden played hard for us for a lot of the
Yes.
season, and if it wasn't for him, we definitely wouldn't be here either.
Yep, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Well put.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely want
And
to shout him
again,
out.
so happy, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
What a season, fellas. And Nolan, I just want you to do something for me real quick. Can you pay me? Can you pay me my credits? Because I'm like part of the 25% that bet on the Angels. And I've got like 24,000 that need to get distributed so I can get my money too.
Oh, I got you. You have just been refunded your credits. Everybody's got them. If you were part
Guys,
of the 25% who chose the Angels, W you guys.
Look, you guys just made me over 1,000 credits. Thank you. Now on 2 accounts, I've got over. I think one account I have like 25,000, but then
I got
this
you,
account,
LGG.
I've got 1,000 now. So I appreciate you guys. LGG said a personal shout out.
Absolutely. I like that.
Figured it was the moment, right?
Dude, shout out LGG. He's a baller. He's the MVP. He's potentially the most improved player. And guys, he's walking out with a chip with his boys that he's put in so much time and effort with. That's got to be just one of the greatest feelings. I mean, at the end of the day, like, Henny, you got a chip like that. You got the retro shocks. I always think back to that. Those are your boys. Those are your guys that you won with. That's got to be an awesome feeling, right?
Yeah, bro, you don't forget it.
don't
You
have
know,
that
down
feeling
at
yet.
Contender, you don't forget your first league, bro.
Right.
You don't forget that first league. Even though we're not making money off this, you put the time in.
Right.
And, you know, you play. And, you know, so, you know, there's Grim, there's Skelly, there's Atlas, there's me. And, you know, they made it happen, man. They, like, I couldn't be there, and they take it over. Then I get in there, and I play, you know, in the playoffs with them.
Right.
And we end up winning. Like, you know, and I was a 7 Sal. I was 700 MMR.
Yep.
And they put me in, and we played, and we won. And dude, that's what started Rocket League, having fun, me getting to leagues. I mean, this is a start for you guys. Now it's time to work our way up into All-Star for next season and do the same thing, get the same team, go back at it, win.
Yeah. Wow.
Congratulations, boys. We've got to end this stream. We've been
true.
at it for far too long.
All right. Anybody
take
in
us
the
out,
in the
baby.
current VC? Any last words? Anything? Close us out. This is the end of the season. End of an era.
You guys close us out.
That's true.
Angels, this is
Shout-
your chance to close
shout-
out.
Shout out to the Scorpions. They played a hell of a game.
Yep.
Guys, when I just said Angels close us out, I'm glad you gave a shout out to the Scorpions, but I need some hype. I need some energy. I need to know what you guys are feeling while we close out this stream. Please give me a big hell yeah or something so
Hell
we
yeah,
can close
man.
this
Hell
out.
Let's do it here. Trust me. We trying to take it in. We don't even know how to feel right now.
Wow.
Yo.
That's what I like to hear. Nolan, 3,
Oh, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Guys, that's all we have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching over the last 3 hours, but we're out of here.
Have a good night.
Peace, love, and happiness.